Liuya, not one you female camp leader.
Go! Hurry! Everyone hurry!
Ty Diane, Liuya's assistant.
Quick!
These people are strange, hacking and slashing. They didn't even rob us.
Chief!
Huang Din, Liuya's assistant.
Isn't this a stroke of luck for us? Chief!
Take them back to the fortress for a proper burial.
Commander of the Prince Zhao's guards, Peng Fei has arrived late to protect you.
Peng Fei, the Prince Zhao's guards.
Princess, are you all right?
Princess. It's ruined. They must have mistaken me for the princess. Huan Xin, Tai Dian, how could you leave me behind? You left me all alone. At this point, I'll just have to play along. Just go and figure it out later. Is anyone there? Is anyone there? You know what? The food in this palace is something special.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
You impudent thing. How dare you lift the veil without permission?
Who are you?
You don't even recognize our Aunt Tang. Aunt Tang is Zhao Manor.
So you're a nanny. If I didn't know better, I would thought you were the lady of the house.
You... Shrew. Someone teach her a lesson. You little wildcat. How could you be worthy of the prince? Let me show you how to be human.
Who gave her the audacity? I am the princess of Zhao Manor. From now on, everything in this palace is under my control. I advise you to get out of here right now.
So vulgar. Did the non-Jiang kingdom maybe just pull some random woman off the street for this marriage alliance?
Shut your trap.
You!
Who gave you the nerve to question my identity as the princess? This marriage is a matter of state. How dare you spread rumors and cause trouble, jeopardizing relations between our kingdoms? Tell me, what are your intentions?
You're twisting the truth. Hit her.
Zhao Manor.
Your Highness.
Aunt Liu, Nanny Wu Tutu.
This...
Don't worry. This princess doesn't take any crap.
Get up and hit her. Get up and fight.
I'm exhausted. My hand is sore from all this hitting. For this marriage alliance, I traveled thousands of miles, all the way from Nanjiang to Dayu. Not only was I ambushed on the way here, but now I have to put up with this nonsense. I've never been so humiliated in my life. I've never been so humiliated. I'm not marrying him.
What are you doing?
I deserve compensation for my suffering. Consider this payment for my emotional distress.
There's a thief?
How dare you? I am the princess. Let me go.
I'll teach you a lesson today.
When did my Zhao Manor become
The
yours,
film
Nanny
was
Tong?
translated and
Your Highness,
narrated
forgive me.
by M Media.
This old servant was following the princess's orders to teach the princess wedding etiquette. I saw this thief stealing things as soon as I entered. In a moment of panic.
You're talking nonsense.
This is my wedding chamber. She is the only one here. She is still wearing her wedding dress. You say she's a thief.
This old servant is confused. But this old servant is also concerned about the safety of Zhao Manor.
You all, release the princess immediately.
Leave.
This Zhao King is quite handsome. Let me tell you. Why don't you understand how to be gentle with a woman?
Go back and tell the princess that from now on my matters don't require her concern.
Yes.
What are you going to do?
The dignified princess of Nanjiang, resorting to such petty theft.
You saw what happened just now. It is your Dayu kingdom that doesn't want this marriage. The journey is long, so taking some things for travel expenses isn't excessive, right?
Extremely excessive. On our wedding night, the princess runs away with the money. Where would I put my face if this gets out?
Firstly, assassination attempt. Then setting rules for me. And now seeing my defiance. You accuse me of being a thief. You should at least give me an explanation.
I am investigating the assassination attempt. As for the slander, you already have your bags packed.
You mean for me to return empty-handed?
You are my princess now. Where else would you go?
This Zhao King is not easy to fool.
Time for the wedding night. My princess.
The night is long. Why don't we eat something first and then talk?
Although the princess is unrefined, she possesses a natural pride. However, this fragrant bean is not for eating, but for eliminating odors in the latrine.
The film was translated and narrated by M.
You
Media.
Jianzi, why didn't you tell me sooner?
I thought the well-informed princess of Nanjiang would recognize this fragrant bean from Nanjiang.
I'm sorry.
This is hardly like a pampered princess. More like a thief.
It's over. He's seen through me.
Tell me, who are you really?
Since he's suspicious, I'll drop the act. You have a good eye, Your Highness. I am truly not a princess. Let me go.
Want to leave? Dream on.
Relying on your status as a prince to forcibly take a common girl.
You think too highly of yourself. Tell me, where is the Nanjiang princess?
You really don't know how to talk. I'm not telling you.
Tell me.
Don't come so close to me. It wouldn't look good if others saw us.
Fine. Since you won't tell me where the princess is, then you will be this king's princess consort. My the Zhao King's officially wedded princess consort.
You Jianzi. You. What are you doing? Have improper thoughts.
Me with my own princess consort, consummating our marriage. What's wrong with that?
You win. Let me up. Let's talk again. Zhao King, look at you. So majestic, so distinguished, naturally exuding royal charisma. And me. Crude and reckless, barbaric and ignorant. I'm not any princess at all.
So then, where is the real princess?
Killed by assassins. I told you already. buried by a kind passerby. I was just unlucky. I thought I'd go into the palanquin and find something to help with the household expenses. Who knew your guards would bring me here? Confused and bewildered, I ended up marrying you.
You mean marrying me is unlucky?
Yes, you have such a bad temper. Marrying you is bad luck for anyone, okay? I've said everything. I'm leaving.
Stop. You married into this king's residence. You are the true princess consort.
Why are you so rigid mind? No matter what I say, you don't understand, do you?
No. You don't understand. The Nanjiang princess's assassination. If the people of Nanjiang find out, relations between Dayu and Nanjiang will surely break down. This will give an opportunity, Shirong Kingdom, to lurk. Then how many innocent lives will be ruined?
Okay,
The film
okay.
was translated
Patriotism
and
and
narrated by
righteousness
M
are
Media.
things you men like to discuss. To do with a little girl like me, nothing at all.
For the sake of the people of Dayu, you must be the princess consort.
You're shameless. You're using patriotism as an excuse to be a scoundrel. I told you, I'm not a princess, and not your princess consort.
You.
Brother Zhao King. I heard the princess consort say,
Wang An, princess of the Dayu Kingdom.
She isn't really. What a real princess.
this is between us, a little bedroom fun between husband and wife. Role-playing. What do you, an outsider, know?
Shameless.
Speaking of shameless, you who likes to eavesdrop on other people's wedding nights, take the cake, don't you?
You're shameless.
Long An, don't be impudent. She is this king's princess.
Brother Zhao Wang. Look at her. How is she worthy of you? Ugly in appearance. Crude in behavior.
This king thinks she looks quite alright.
Who is she, your childhood sweetheart?
She's not my childhood sweetheart. Her name is Princess Long An. She's my father's adopted daughter.
Princess Longan. Truly a beauty of national excellence.
What are you doing?
Not bad. She's childbearing material. Husband. I'm not a stingy person. Why not take Longan as well today? And make her a concubine too.
You? You speak out of turn. I'll ask my father tomorrow. To divorce you, woman. Only I am fit to be your princess.
Marriage is not child's play. Now that we've bowed in the hall, we're husband and wife. So don't bother worrying about it, Princess Long An.
Brother Zhao Wang.
It's getting late. Please return, Princess. Princess. The night is deep. We shall continue our wedding night.
Wait. I agreed to play this princess game with you. But you have to promise me. You can't bully me, otherwise, I won't play along anymore.
It's a deal. Just 3 years.
What happens after 3 years?
After 3 years, this king will divorce you. Don't worry. I already have someone in my heart.
Using this method to make me play along with you without giving me any reward. Shameless.
The film was translated and
3
narrated
years.
by M Media.
I ain't got time to play with you for 3 years. But this Zhao Wang mansion wasn't a wasted trip.
Stop. You and Brother Zhao Wang yesterday.
No. Don't you want to be the princess? If I don't leave, will you have a chance?
Are you really leaving?
Of course. Last night, do you know who Zhao Wang was calling? Whose name?
Whose?
Longan, Longan. He kept calling.
Really? As expected, Brother Zhao Wang has me in his heart. That's great.
I don't want to be with a man who has another woman in his heart. And me. I'm happy to help two lovers unite. As long as you help me escape. You will stand by Brother Zhao Wang, reach great heights.
Okay, I'll go right now and distract the guards for you.
Hurry, hurry. I'll be waiting for you. So gullible. I, the chief, am finally free. Now, brothers, we have winter clothes. Back to Mount Wonius. Hit me and just walk away. Pay up.
I'm truly sorry, miss. Why don't you get in the carriage? I'll take you to a clinic.
That's not necessary. Just give me the money, and I'll go myself.
I think you're just trying to extort money. Do you know who's in this carriage?
I'm so scared, trying to use your status to intimidate me. Let me tell you, I am the newly wedded Princess Zhao. Everyone come and see. This person hit me, the princess, and doesn't want to pay. I asked for 100 taels. No, 200 taels, and he refused. He said I was trying to extort him.
Impersonating the princess. And extorting money. What's the punishment for that?
You shot Crown Prince Dayu Kingdom.
Leng Yui, arrest this person, impersonating royalty. Take them away.
Your Highness, you're assaulting my princess in the street. But has the princess offended you?
You misunderstand, brother. I thought this woman was impersonating the princess and committing fraud, damaging your reputation. If that were truly the case, brother, I can't just stand by and watch.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
I couldn't bear such a thing. I hope such misunderstandings won't happen again.
You are right to admonish me, brother. Let's go.
Wait a minute. Even the prince has to pay for hitting someone.
Leng Yui.
What are you doing?
Any money obtained in the name of the princess belongs to the prince's mansion. Someone. The princess is tired. Take her back to the mansion to rest.
You've been having me followed.
You are my newly wedded princess, and you were recently attacked. How could I neglect your safety?
As soon as the princess left the mansion, the prince's carriage arrived. And he almost hit someone. The prince's precious horse are all from the imperial stables, personally selected by Lord Sun. Fine steeds from the western regions. Don't get spooked easily.
You're right. It seems the princess's attack is related to the prince. Tenfei. Go to Mount Wonia, where the princess was attacked. It seems this princess's veil. I haven't truly unveiled it yet.
Understood.
Although I couldn't bring myself to do it, but this crown prince can ascertain. This Princess Zhao is definitely not Princess Nanjiang.
You mean Prince Zhao deceived the emperor?
Precisely. It seems this leverage, this crown prince, must grasp firmly.
I must quickly tell brother Prince Zhao. He married a fake princess. Princess, come down quickly. Dangerous.
Let me go. I want to leave Prince Zhao's residence. I don't want to be the princess.
Come down first. Princess, it's too dangerous, princess.
My silver. My money. You don't grab me. Let me go.
No, I don't want to. Daddy.
Go quickly, go quickly. Susu, you stay here, don't move. Susu. Susu. Stop. Retreat first. Has the princess always lived in the Nanjiang kingdom?
No. I'm not Princess Nanjiang, alright.
The
Let
film
me
was
go, alright.
translated and
Brother
narrated
Prince Zhao.
by M Media.
What did I say? She's a fake, right? How could a real princess be so vulgar and unbearable? This is so embarrassing. You should divorce her quickly.
What game is the princess playing?
teaching the people in our residence what to do when encountering thieves, how to respond.
It seems the princess cares about the residents' safety. Longnan, stop talking nonsense.
She's talking nonsense. She's a fake. Brother Prince Zhao, how can you not believe me?
He is my husband. Of course he believes me.
Brother Prince Zhao, you can't believe her.
This is my residence's business. It has nothing to do with you. Don't interfere anymore.
How can it have nothing to do with me? Brother, drive this princess away. So you can marry me now. And you won't have to call my name at night anymore.
Who called your name? Stop dreaming.
My money.
Brother Prince Zhao has been bewitched by this enchantress. At tomorrow's family banquet, I will, in front of Father Emperor, expose your true face. Let's see how you can still be the princess.
Accompany me to the palace for the family banquet tomorrow.
I'm not going. If I mess up the performance, I'll lose my head.
Li Yuya.
You found out about me so quickly.
It's alright if you don't go. I'll just flatten Dongdong village.
It's not that I don't want to go. What if I mess up the performance? Won't you also suffer the consequences?
Don't worry about my life.
That's true. If this is truly exposed, the Emperor certainly wouldn't kill his own son. My little life would be forfeit.
I'm not discussing this with you.
I really can't do this. I'm just a mountain bandit. I have so many brothers in my village who depend on me. This job is too risky. I'd rather be a mountain bandit.
You'll be my princess for 3 years. 50 taels of silver each month.
Cheapskate. Finally mentioning the fee. Should've led with that. Why would I run? You want me to act. That's all I get. That's a bit stingy, isn't
The
it?
film was translated
100 taels.
and narrated by M Media.
That's all I get. That's a bit stingy, isn't it?
150 taels.
If it's a fat sheep, I can fleece it for more. 200. Less than 200 taels. And I'm not taking the job.
As far as I know, your Greenwood business is pretty competitive these days. I heard that one time, your entire Dongdong stronghold went out, and only came back with 2 sacks of millet. Fine, forget it. I'll just inform my father, and he'll send troops to wipe you out immediately.
150 it is then.
Right?
I'm rich.
My father was a hostage in Nanjiang as a child, acquainted with the Nanjiang king. So he's very familiar with Nanjiang customs.
What? You Jianzi. You tricked me.
Your Majesty, Your Highness,
Rise.
Yuan Zai, Emperor of Daiyu Kingdom, Empress Liu, Empress of Daiyu Kingdom.
Your Majesty, Your Highness.
At ease. Seeing Wanner reminds me of my younger days with your father. Time truly flies. In the blink of an eye, you youngsters are all married.
Quite some time has passed. But father, you are still in your prime. At the peak of your power. Look at your beard. as dark as ink.
I like hearing that.
Majesty is so easily flattered. Now, where's my reward?
The esteemed Princess of Nanjiang certainly has a knack for flattery. Your Majesty, the reason Dayu has enjoyed centuries of prosperity is because the court and the harem are filled with upright and honest individuals. If people start to flatter and fawn over the emperor, such a trend, I fear could harm the nation. Yes, father. As they say, treacherous words mislead the nation. I think the Zhao princess's scheming is misplaced.
A simple compliment to father is now considered treacherous and harmful to the nation. Your Highness, Princess Longan. What a serious accusation.
You? Your Majesty. She said, I'll let it go. You, the dignified queen of a nation. How can you tolerate her behaving so presumptuously here? Princess Zhao, in the Dayu Kingdom, no one has ever dared to disrespect me like this.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I'm from Nanjiang. I'm used to being straightforward. Please forgive me. However, Princess Longan, since you don't like hearing compliments, then I'll mock you instead. You are exceptionally ugly. Your appearance reflects your heart. Definitely. You're full of malice.
Father, look at her.
Wonder.
I'm not finished yet. Inferior, disgusting, shameless, despicable and vile, brazen, heartless and treacherous, framing and slandering, blood libel. Princess Longan, how is it that upon seeing you, I know so many idioms?
You mustn't be so rude.
I just can't stand it. Why must we speak with such caution? We can't be spontaneous at all. Then this great Yu Kingdom palace is too stifling.
What a sharp tongue you have.
Your Majesty, are you praising me? Thank you.
Father,
The film was
don't you think
translated
that she, the
and
dignified
narrated
Nanjiang
by
princess,
M Media.
speaks so uncouthly? Don't you find her suspicious? This person is not the Nanjiang princess at all. She's a fake.
Longan, don't speak so recklessly.
Brother Zhao Wang, at a time like this, you're still speaking up for this imposter. She's a liar.
Whether she is a liar or not, this king knows very well.
You fiend. I don't know what kind of love potion you've given Brother Zhao Wang, but today I will expose your true form.
My marriage to Zhao Wang concerns the fate of both Great Yu and Nanjiang. It concerns the future of both kingdoms. Today's banquet is specifically for me, the newlywed. Princess Longan, is this how you treat the newly arrived princess? If that's the case, when it comes to vulgarity and rudeness, Wana is far inferior to the princess. The princess's identity cannot be taken lightly, since Princess Longan has doubts.
Your Majesty, this matter indeed cannot be taken lightly. Princess Zhao, I must warn you, if you are truly an imposter, not only you, but also the mastermind behind you, will be punished with extermination of 9 generations.
Heaven's extermination of 9 generations. If that's the case, wouldn't even the emperor have to be beheaded?
My dear consort, Longan is still young and infatuated with Zhao Wang. That's why. Those rumors. As the mother of a nation, how can you believe them like her? You're just grasping at straws.
Your Majesty, I'm not grasping at straws. I'm worried about the safety of the royal family. Princess, since you left from Nanjiang, Prince Nanjiang has been very worried about your safety on the journey. So he sent an envoy to follow closely behind. The envoy is waiting outside right now. Firstly, to see if the princess is safe. And secondly, to prevent any petty individuals from interfering and jeopardizing the alliance between our 2 nations.
Empress Mu was waiting for me. What should I do? I Li Yuya today might actually die here.
If that's the case, why didn't you tell me?
Your Majesty is busy with state affairs. Such a small matter is not convenient for me to bother you with.
Quickly show him in. Announce. The Nanjiang envoy.
Imposter, your mirror has arrived.
Yang Cheng, envoy of Nanjiang, presents myself to your majesty. Rise quickly. Your majesty, this princess is a fake.
Am I right? Father, my intuition never lies. What's going on? Could it be because of the long journey that your majesty, the king of Nanjiang, couldn't bear to part with his beloved daughter and sent a random girl as a substitute?
Your majesty, the king of Nanjiang and his majesty are like brothers. The marriage alliance between our two countries is of great importance. How could the king of Nanjiang treat this so lightly?
If that's the case, then something must have happened along the way. It seems someone wants to implicate their entire family. Father, I heard there's a nine-tailed fox demon that specializes in transforming into human form and infiltrating the palace, using the witching methods to bring ruin to the nation. Fortunately, the envoy arrived in time and exposed this demon's true form. Truly, heaven has blessed
The
us
film was translated
and preserved the great
and
Yu's reign.
narrated by M.
Long
Media.
Ed. Say less. What are you doing?
Brother Zhao, this demon must have used her bewitching magic on you. I heard white wine can break the spell.
You're being absurd.
Enough. I want to hear Wanner's explanation.
I was attacked. On my way here, now an envoy arrives and claims I'm an imposter, trying to have me killed. You Dayu Kingdom, do you even want this marriage alliance?
Impudent, last time someone dared to speak to the Emperor like this, their grave would be 3 feet high by now.
Empress. Am I as cruel as you say? So cruel. Wanner. Continue.
Father, this fiend speaks with such wild arrogance. She disrespects you. A true princess would never be so barbaric and unreasonable.
Father, please, seize her and punish her immediately, before she tries any more of her.
Father, let me speak. Why are you interrupting? Is it my marriage to the Prince of Zhao that you also want to interfere with? As for this Nanjiang emissary, I, the princess, have never seen you before.
I am the emissary of Nanjiang. I have a token to prove it. Please examine it, your majesty. I have indeed seen this object. It is the Nanjiang token.
An emissary's token can easily be forged by any craftsman. It's not a rare item. As for this Nanjiang emissary, when you heard about my assassination attempt, why didn't you show any concern?
On my way here, I heard about the princess's assassination attempt. So I rushed here to confirm the princess's safety. Unexpectedly, upon arriving, I discovered this princess is a fake.
Father, since the Nanjiang emissary has exposed her as a fraud, please, Father, arrest her immediately, before she bewitches my Prince Zhao any further.
She must be a woman of unknown origin, seeking wealth and status, who murdered our Nanjiang princess. Your majesty, please seek justice for the Nanjiang princess.
How audacious! Murdering a princess and sabotaging the marriage alliance. Your Majesty, this woman cannot be spared.
Father, if the king of Nanjiang sent an emissary, why didn't he arrive with the wedding procession? It would have been proper to accompany the princess. Why arrange it for later?
Indeed. Precisely. This Nanjiang emissary is not from Nanjiang at all.
You.
You what? You came from Nanjiang, so there shouldn't be anyone you recognize in this court, right?
Of course not.
Then in this court, with so many noblewomen present, you stared at me the moment you entered. How did you know I was the imposter?
This Nanjiang emissary. You better explain this clearly to me.
Father, this person is clearly acting on someone's instructions, arriving prepared. He came here for the sole purpose of framing and sabotaging the marriage alliance between the two countries. What a pity. This acting is so full of holes. He should have gotten her
The
comeuppance
film
sooner.
was translated and
Your Majesty,
narrated by M. Media.
Your humble servant enters the hall. Around the imperial palace, Princess Wanner was not found, but your servant has seen a portrait of Zhao Wang. This woman is by Zhao Wang's side. Your servant believes the princess must be an imposter.
Father, my intuition never lies. Please, Father, quickly, seize this wicked woman and give King Nanjiang an explanation.
This envoy, her words are so full of holes. Nanny Liu. Do you recognize what this treasure is?
What? You still want to bribe the Emperor now? Too late. I'm afraid she's just bluffing, stalling for time. No matter how clever her words, she won't live past today. If you kneel now, and kowtow 3 times to this princess in her mercy might reward you with a fine coffin.
I've survived such a dangerous assassination attempt, and I'm still alive. It means I'm blessed with great fortune and destiny. As for the coffin, Princess Longan, you can keep it for yourself.
Look at you, a grasshopper after autumn. How much longer can you hop around?
Envoy Yang, do you recognize this?
No, I don't.
Father, this is called the pearl shirt. It keeps you warm in winter and cool in summer and protects from insects and ants. It is the national treasure of Nanjiang. It was a dowry gift from my father. When I left the Nanjiang palace, I was wearing it. Then how could the Nanjiang envoy not recognize it?
Just find any object and claim it's your dowry. What a joke.
The Nanjiang Dowry Registry is here. The princess is not lying.
Brother Zhao Wang.
Longan, you're talking a bit too much today. A bit too much.
Your Majesty, the princess's dowry is extensive. I cannot remember everything. Even if this item truly belongs to the princess, who can guarantee that she didn't plunder it?
You really are the type who won't shed tears until they see the coffin.
Your Majesty, now that her identity has been exposed by your servant, she's trying to silence me. Your Majesty,
How dare she attempt an assassination in the imperial court? Father, quickly kill this vicious woman to prevent future trouble. First, her identity is unknown, and now she's wielding a knife to assassinate. You truly don't take the Dayu royal family seriously. Someone...
Wait, who said I was going to kill him?
Your Majesty, the princess meant no harm. Look, her scabbard wasn't even unsheathed.
Your Majesty, even if she did, it was just a momentary impulse that she didn't act on. Your Majesty, please give this humble servant justice. Your Majesty,
By the time the blade is drawn, it will be too late. Prince Yao is so protective of her. Could there be some unspeakable secret?
I only speaks the truth. I have not lied. Your Majesty, you worrying too much.
You think too highly of yourself. I, the princess, would use this dagger to assassinate this fabricated villain. This is no mere dagger. This is a protective treasure my father gave me. Father once said he fought alongside you and captured a pair of dragon and tiger daggers from the Western Wrong Kingdom. This dagger can cut iron like mud and sever hair with a breath. Later you each kept one to carry close. Before I left, my father gave me his jade dagger as a gift. If you don't believe me, you can compare it with yours to see if they are a pair.
Zhang Ping, quickly present it. Yes. These are indeed the dragon and tiger daggers. Seeing this reminds me of the days when your father
The
and I,
film was translated
in our youthful pride,
and narrated
dominated
by
the battlefield.
media.
Warner, since your father passed this dagger to you, I shall pass mine to Prince Zhao. These daggers were originally a pair, for you husband and wife to share, symbolizing the eternal alliance between our two nations.
Thank you, Father.
The origin of this dagger is well known throughout Nanjiang. Yet this envoy doesn't recognize it. Father, who is telling the truth and who is lying needs no further explanation.
Speak. Who sent you? Someone. Your Majesty, spare me. Your Majesty, Princess Longan, my acting is too poor. I cannot complete your mission. I'll go first.
I don't even know you. You old fool.
Your Majesty, he has taken poison. Longan.
Father. I truly don't know him. I swear, if I'm lying to you, I'll never see my brother Zhao again.
Father, a dead man, prepared to die, would never betray his master, so his words are suspect.
Brother Zhao is right.
Take him away. Investigate this thoroughly. This person's identity. I'd like to see who is the mastermind behind him.
Father, Even one or two pieces of physical evidence. Can't prove it either. This princess is the real one.
Who did I think it was? So it turns out, it is His Royal Highness the Crown Prince. The one who dares to drive the carriage, brazenly on the main street and overtaking recklessly.
I'll ask you one question. Does the Nanjiang King eat spicy food?
The Crown Prince actually asked such a tricky question. I wasn't prepared either. Eat spicy food or not? Crown Prince, why are you so interested in my father's eating habits?
Don't change the subject. I'll ask you one question. Can the Nanjiang King eat spicy food? Speak.
Can the Nanjiang King eat spicy food? You, as his daughter, you wouldn't not know, right? I'm just afraid of this imposter. She can't say.
King Zhao said, the Emperor and the Nanjiang King slept together again. Ate at the same table. The Emperor likes spicy food. The Nanjiang King should also be able to eat spicy food. I always feel the logic is a bit far-fetched.
Look. She can't say.
If she can't say, she's a fake. If you don't speak, your 9 clans should thank you very much.
Never mind. I'll risk it all. When my father eats. If he encounters chili peppers.
Warner learned this. The Nanjiang King is exquisite. Not bad. The Nanjiang King really doesn't eat chili peppers. I ate with him since we were young. The kitchen would always prepare both bland and spicy food. He accidentally ate chili peppers. Just like Warner. Extremely similar.
Oh my god. An accidental sneeze actually fooled me.
Father, she is. A blind cat catching a dead mouse. It was just an accidental sneeze.
You make Warner answer you. You ask a question. She answers a question. The dignified Nanjiang princess. Is she a prisoner being interrogated?
Father, that's not what I meant.
Right. That's what I meant. I don't want to be like a prisoner, losing the dignity of Nanjiang. So, just use a sneeze. Answered the Crown Prince's question. And eased the awkwardness between the two countries.
The film
All
was
right.
translated and
The Nanjiang King
narrated
and I
by
are old
M
acquaintances.
Media.
The princess's identity is unmistakable. A perfectly good family dinner. Look at what you've done. Especially you, fabricating something out of nothing, spreading rumors and causing trouble. Empress, you should properly control your Shenger.
Emperor, the Crown Prince was also doing it for the safety of the royal family.
Royal safety. Tell me. What danger is the royal family in? The princess's origins are unknown. How can the royal family not be in danger? Your servant greets the emperor. Uncle Liu, I remember this family banquet.
Uncle Liu, the elder brother of Empress Liu.
Didn't include you. Shouldn't you be training troops on the battlefield? What are you doing here?
Is this what it means to be the all-powerful Uncle Liu? Liu Fugi.
Emperor, I invited my brother to the palace for today's family banquet. Invited my elder brother to the palace.
Emperor, Prince Zhao's marriage to the southern princess is a joyous occasion for our great Yu kingdom. Since I have received the emperor's grace, how could I not come to offer my congratulations? However, I listened outside the hall for a while. This Princess Zhao, I believe, she doesn't seem like the southern princess.
Uncle is right. You woman, quickly reveal your true identity. If you continue to defy authority, I will annihilate your 9 clans.
I doubt a feeble woman like you would have the audacity to deceive the emperor in the palace. If you truthfully reveal the mastermind behind this, I can ask the emperor to show mercy and only annihilate 8 of your clans. Father, the eyes of the masses are sharp. Since everyone says she's a fake princess, then she must be a fake princess. Father, you must stay alert and not be fooled by her.
Qin Jiagao pointed at a deer and called it a horse. The officials under him, flattering him, also pointed at the deer and called it a horse. So may I ask, is a deer really a horse? I'm afraid it's that group of flattering officials who harbor malicious intentions.
Silence. You still dare to speak so boldly at death's door.
Father, persistent rumors can melt. Accumulated slander can erode bones. Uncle Liu's single phrase, she doesn't look like the Nanjiang princess, has determined that my princess's identity is unknown. This is a bit too dismissive of the alliance between Daiyu and Nanjiang.
Emperor. Verifying the princess is simple. You just need to arrange for personal eunuchs to enter Prince Zhao's residence and personally attend to Prince Zhao and Princess Zhao. If Princess Zhao is fake, she will surely reveal her true colors.
I see now. Uncle Liu came here today just to slander me. You slandering me is equivalent to slandering the Nanjiang kingdom. Father, if you trust your daughter-in-law, I will remain in the Zhao palace. Be a proper princess. If you don't trust me, I'll pack my bags
The film was
and return to
translated
Nanjiang.
and narrated by M Media.
I'd rather not be falsely accused by these villains.
Honor. I have never doubted you.
Uncle Liu, I doubt you're even a Ma. Shouldn't we investigate that too?
You.
I also doubt you're even your father, so shouldn't we ask father to investigate that as well?
Nonsense.
Utter nonsense. I'm afraid it's uncle. My princess received such a welcome on her first visit to the palace, especially from Uncle Liu. It seems to be directed at me.
Your Highness, you exaggerate.
Let me remind you. Although you, uncle, command the northern troops, it is father who rules this royal household. The Daiyu's matter is decided by my father.
Your Majesty, my loyalty is unwavering. Everything I do is for your Majesty.
Is that so? When the two countries agreed to the marriage, to this union, uncle continuously petitioned against it. Tell me, uncle, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid that with Nanjiang as my backing, my power will grow and threaten your influence, your arrogance in court?
I would never abuse my power. Your Majesty, I oppose the marriage only because I worried a foreign Wilma would struggle to adapt to our Daiyu royal life.
You worry too much, Uncle Liu. I, your princess, have adapted quite well.
As a high-ranking official, and given her status as a Nanjiang princess, I had no choice but to investigate.
Your concern for my wife is remarkable. So much so that I can't help but wonder if the previous attempt on the princess's life, the attempt to sabotage our union, was related to you.
Slander. Your Majesty, when the princess was attacked, I was unwell and confined to my estate.
I only said I suspected. Why are Uncle Liu so eager to defend yourself?
Why should I defend myself? Enough. Princess Zhao is the princess of Nanjiang. Anyone who dares utter another word of disrespect, I will not spare. Honor has come a long way, and should not suffer such humiliation. Issue a decree. Reward. Reward.
You, Jianzi, this is a reward from His Majesty. What right do you have?
A cormorant catches a fish. The fish belongs to the one who, the cormorant's owner, right?
You, Jianzi, you're asking me to risk my life and you reap all the benefits. So, we should split it 50-50.
If you want it, then it depends on your performance. Come back to the manor with me now.
Cheapskate. Stingy. Overbearing.
This worthless servant. Keeping things from me. That damn servant. I'll beat you to death.
What are you doing?
Your Highness. This mutt. He's sticky-fingered. Look. I'm teaching him a lesson. He's been hiding things.
You stole something.
The film was
Your Highness,
translated
this jade
and
pendant me mother gave
narrated
it to
by
me before I entered the
M.
palace. My mother gave it to me. I didn't steal anything. Your Highness. Hiding things in the palace. That's a serious crime.
Who made that rule? Is the rule of the Daiyu Kingdom to bully the weak, to seize by force?
This.
I'll have to ask my father about that. What if some evil villain uses his name to do evil outside, ruining his wise and mighty reputatio. Wise and mighty reputatio.
Your Highness, it's not worth crossing me for a dog slave. Not worth crossing me for this.
Even the lowliest are born of parents. Why are you noble and he's lowly? And he's lowly. You even took his mother's keepsake. This matter, I'm taking charge of it.
Your Highness, if I remember correctly, Your Highness, you're the mistress of the Zhao household. Palace affairs are not under your jurisdiction.
So you MEA. You won't return it.
Your Highness, I don't want it. To be honest, I've served His Majesty since childhood. In this palace, besides the Emperor and Empress, no one has dared to speak to me like this.
Is that so?
You just wait. Your Highness, I really don't want it. It'll get me killed.
The princess told you to take it. Just take it.
But Your Highness,
I order you to take it. You must take it. If you don't, I will punish you.
I obey. Thank you, Princess Consort. Thank you, Your Highness.
You're quite righteous.
Of course. I'm from Dangdang village.
Let's go.
This is outrageous. I don't know where Prince Zhao found this wild girl. So sharp-tongued. Even father was fooled by her.
No rush. What's real can't be faked. And what's fake can't be made real. Shenger, quickly have your uncle arrange somebody to spread some news in Nanjiang.
Mother's meaning is,
Since our arranged fake envoy isn't working, then let the king of Nanjiang know this. The truth will surely come out there.
Mother is indeed wise.
Your Majesty, this servant has tested it. That Princess Zhao is straightforward. It's just her speech is a bit. You are. She's not like a Nanjiang princess. This servant dares not speak carelessly. Zhangping, fruits from the same tree, can be both sour and sweet. Must someone born into the imperial family necessarily be elegant and gentle? Your Majesty is wise. In short, my first impression of this Princess Zhao is not bad. I don't want to hear any more doubts about her identity. This servant understands.
Finally back. Finally done acting. Pay me quickly. I want to go back to my Wonius Mountie.
Who says it's over? Our term is 3 years.
I've changed my mind. Such dangerous work. Forget 3 years. I won't even survive 3 episodes.
If you leave now, you won't even survive tonight.
Don't try to scare me. Are you trying to Welsh on our deal?
You think meeting the Crown Prince on the street was a coincidence? If I hadn't shown up in time, you'd be dead already.
That's only because I'm Princess Zhao. Otherwise, why would they target me?
If you weren't so greedy, they wouldn't have mistaken you for some Nanjiang princess. All of this is your fault.
You.
So you should be grateful to me for saving your life.
Stop brainwashing me.
The film was
I'm clearly
translated
the one
and
helping you.
narrated by M. Media.
And now it's become like I owe you a favor.
Whatever you say, you have to be this princess.
I won't go back to Wonius Mountain Manor. Being a bandit is fine too. Then you have to raise my pay.
All right. As long as you memorize all the etiquette and rules of the Dayu Kingdom, I'll get you.
You Jianzi. I only took a few coins from you. And you're pushing me to my death.
It's okay if you don't memorize it. If you slip up one day, and the Emperor investigates, then Wonyu Mountain's Dongdong Stronghold will share the blame.
You. It's just memorizing. I'll do it.
Do it quickly.
ain't a job for a humor. I'll show you what bandit methods are. You Jianzi. This is too much. I don't want to risk my life for a little silver. This Yu Jianzi, although he usually has a stern face and is stingy, but his figure is really good. Every day at the mountain stronghold, looking at those rough me, I'm aesthetically fatigued. If I take him back as my husband, wouldn't that be joyful? Li Yuya, what are you thinking about? You still have a lot of brothers waiting for you to take care of. Besides, now that I have money, I'm not afraid of not finding a ma.
Princess, don't always think about escaping the manor.
Around Zhao Manor, I have set up many traps. If you try to escape a guy, there will be consequences.
I knew. I shouldn't have been greedy for this little silver. At my sleeping ox mountain dang dang stronghold. Being a free bandit is much better.
Being a bandit is good. I'll let you taste the benefits of being a bandit. With this three-legged cat kung fu, you also want to be a bandit.
My lord, don't hurt the princess.
I'll let you see what a bandit's methods are. You're so awesome.
The film was translated
This lord
and
has many more
narrated by
awesome
Media.
qualities.
Farewell. What are you doing?
Could it be her?
Pulling a girl's clothes. Is that what you scholars do? I despise.
My lord, the princess is Susu.
Why doesn't she recognize us?
The servant doesn't know.
Woo Susu. Oh, mother's love. Doesn't listen to the teacher's lessons. Grows up not knowing gold. Wu Susu hit someone. Wu. Susu, this is the Imperial Palace. General Wu is leading troops in battle outside. The Emperor called you to the palace to study with the royal children. How can you hurt people with this thing? I don't care if they are royal children or not. Bullying me is not allowed. Give it back. No. Brother Zhao Wang. Wait for me. Just wait for me. What is this? Stay away. Be careful, there might be snakes inside. Susu. Susu, where are you? Susu. Susu, where are you? Susu. Where are you? Susu, where are you?
Susu. I really hope you can remember what happened 12 years ago. But if you really remember, how painful it will be.
What? The bandits of Mount Woniu. The servant heard it clearly. Absolutely no falsehood.
Good. Thank you, Mama.
Thank you, Crown Prince. Thank you, Your Majesty. You may leave.
The imposter princess's lair. We finally found it. Mother, It's our turn to act.
I'm watching your little play. Let's see how long you can keep it up.
Father, I have heard about Princess Nanjiang's assassinatio and its connection to the bandits of Mount Wonyu.
I have thoroughly investigated. The bandits around Mount Wonyu have indeed committed highway robbery, but they haven't harmed anyone. I believe Wanara's assassinatio is unrelated to them.
Brother, robbing and pillaging, and not killing. Brother, aren't you being too dismissive? Father, I, your servant, am willing to lead 10,000 soldiers to flatten Mount Wonyu and apprehend the bandits. Cannot tolerate bandits gathering in the mountains, defying law and order.
Father, our Dayu kingdom has suffered 3 years of drought. The treasury is depleted. Sending troops now will harm our national strength. I believe that instead of suppressio, appeasement is the better strategy.
Brother, you are so protective. Are you in cahoots with the Mount Wonyu bandits?
Crown Prince, do not make baseless accusations.
I am not making baseless accusations. I have a question that I've been pondering. Why did the escort for Princess Nanjiang all perish, yet Princess Waner escaped unharmed?
My subordinate Penfei led troops and arrived in time to protect the princess. What's wrong with that?
I've heard rumors that you never wanted to marry Princess Nanjiang, so you colluded with the Mount Wonyu bandits to assassinate her escort. And the real Princess Nanjiang is already dead.
So you're saying my brother committed treason?
Father, I
The film was
suspect
translated and
Xiao Wangfei
narrated by M Media.
is the real bandit leader of Mount Wonyu.
Crown Prince, the princess is the true Princess Nanjiang. How dare you question her? This marriage alliance is meant to deter our common enemy Jiron from acting rashly. I wonder what the intentions are of those spreading these rumors. What are they up to?
Brother, are these rumors true or not? There's a simple way to find out. Just flatten Mount Wonyu, arrest the mountain bandits, confront them with the princess one by one. Then we'll know the truth. Father, please issue a decree. I am willing to lead troops to flatten Mount Wonyu. Arrest the mountain bandits.
Silence.
Father,
Your brother is absolutely right. Our national strength is weak now. We must not start another war. As for the Mount Wonyu bandits and other small groups of bandits, it's best to appease them. Jians, I appoint you as the Grand Marshal of the 3 southwestern passes. Command the southwestern troops. Appease those bandits hiding in the mountains and forests.
Thank you, Father.
Father,
I don't need you, the Crown Prince, to tell me what to do. Leave.
yes.
Jians,
Father,
let me tell you something. The king of Nanjiang likes spicy food.
Father, the attack on the princess of Nanjiang was sud. I did it for the alliance between our 2 countries. That's why I resorted to this measure.
All right. Of course, I know your intentions. But this isn't a long-term solution. There will always be those troublemakers who want to see chaos, who will leak the news. The king of Nanjiang will eventually find out what happened to his princess. Have you thought about what will happen next?
I don't have a perfect plan yet.
When that time comes, that woman will have to take all the blame.
Father,
It's not that I'm heartless. If the alliance between our 2 countries is broke, countless people will be caught in the flames of war.
I understand.
Not bad. So much delicious food. Is today a special day?
It's not a special day. I'm just happy today. This is a reward for you.
Prince Zhao is so generous today.
You've helped me so much. Of course, have to thank you. What? Don't you like it?
I like it. I like it very much. Don't tell me. You have another request.
Of course I do. I hope you eat more.
The film was translated
And die slower.
and narrated by M Media.
I knew it. You're up to no good. Let me tell you something. I won't do anything dangerous.
Good. Eat your food.
Isn't this what father gave me last time?
Yes. Count it. Nothing is missing. You're not eating.
Enjoy your meal. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Susu. It's so good to see you, a guy. I didn't expect to put you in danger, a guy. If that day ever comes, I'm willing to abandon everything and roam the world with you.
Your Highness. Your Highness, there's good news.
What good news? Tell me quickly.
According to my investigation, Princess Nanjiang's whereabouts have been found.
What? That's great. I didn't expect all of this to be thanks to our little village chief.
Father always favors my brother. That fake Princess Zhao, there are so many suspicious points, but father just won't investigate.
What he's thinking about is the alliance between Great Yu and Nanjiang. Entrusting your brother with important responsibilities is also a show for the king of Nanjiang. After all, he is now the king of Nanjiang's son-in-law.
Now that my brother has this status and controls the military, isn't his power growing? I wonder how Uncle is doing in Nanjiang with spreading the news. There's been no movement from that side yet.
The news in Nanjiang must be spread. As for this fake Princess Zhao, she can't stay.
But mother, if the people from Nanjiang haven't arrived yet, and the fake princess dies, then the king of Nanjiang, will he think that we in Dayu eliminated the criminal edict?
We just need to put the blame on Prince Zhao. And then we could use the king of Nanjiang as our blade.
You Jianzi, oh you Jianzi. Although there's money to be made with you, it's nerve-wracking every day. How much is this?
2 copper coins.
The film
Greetings,
was
Your Highness.
translated and narrated by
Who are
M
you?
Media.
Senpong, leader of Taishami.
They said this fake princess was difficult to deal with, but I didn't expect she'd be such a fool. So quickly becoming a ghost under my blade.
I'm talking to you. Who are you?
2 people came from Mount Wonyu, saying, Your Highness, you're trapped. It's not convenient for them to show their faces. So they secretly arranged for me to rescue Your Highness.
The 2 from Mount Wonius. Huangzhen and Taimia. They really didn't forget me.
Your Highness, hurry up and leave. They're waiting for you over there.
Just live like this. No way. I have a lot of money. Still in the palace. It's all my hard-earned money. I can't lose it. Wait for me. I'll be back SOO.
Your Highness, if you go back now, I'm afraid you won't have a chance to leave. Come with me quickly. Retreat.
You're not here to save me.
You're not the real princess.
Prince Zhao. He killed the princess.
Damn it. Go.
Useless thing.
Sampalm is your uncle's trusted aide. All these years, he's done a lot for you.
Step back.
Yes.
Mother, I'm just afraid this will alert the enemy, making it difficult to strike later.
This time we don't need to do anything. That princess is doomed. Bring her eye. Greetings, Your Highness. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Are you certain that Perso is the real assassin of the princess?
My eyesight, Li Yuya's eyesight. When a mosquito flies in front of me, I can even distinguish between male and female.
How many times have I told you? Odi to leave Zhao Manor so easily. Whatever is available on the streets. My manor has it all.
Prince Zhao being so generous suddenly. Could you have fallen for me? What are you doing? I sell myself, not my skills.
What?
Sell my skills, not myself.
I just want to remind you that someone wants you dead. If they didn't succeed this time, there will be a next time.
Don't try to scare me. My heart is thump thump. Racing a guy.
By royal decree, the Emperor summons Princess Zhao to the palace.
Don't worry. You go first. I'll be there shortly.
Okay. I have a bad feeling about this. Yu Jianzi. This errand is a real pie. Your daughter-in-law greets your majesty.
Water has traveled a great distance to our Dayu kingdom. You've suffered. I heard the crown prince found two acquaintances for you and brought them to the palace to ease your homesickness.
The film was translated and
Acquaintances.
narrated by
Crown
Media.
Prince.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Zhang Xiao, Li Xiaoza. How did they get into the palace?
Princess. Where are you running off to? Princess Zhao newly arrived. Defies heaven and earth. Unrestrained and free. After some investigatio, it turns out Princess Zhao's identity is truly extraordinary. So she's the leader of Dangdang village in Wonyu Mountai. Li Yuya.
Who? Who is Li Yuya?
These two are commoners. From the Wonyu mountain area, they are more than familiar.
With you, Li Yuya, I have already instructed the local officials to verify the identities of these two commoners, and they have also seen the leader of Dangdang village in Wonyu Mountai, Li Yuya princess. Do you recognize them?
What is your majesty talking about? How could I possibly know them?
Since you don't recognize them, then let them recognize you. Raise your head and look at this princess.
Speak. Is this Li Yuya?
Zhang Xiao, your mother is ill. But in my mountain stronghold, I paid for the medicine. Li Xiao-san, you gambled and lost your wife. But I led me and snatched your wife back. You must not betray me.
This. Under heaven, what a coincidence. What coincidence. She looks so much alike. This princess really does resemble Dangdang strongholds. Dangdang stronghold, Li Yuya.
What do you mean resemblance? She is Li Yuya.
Your Highness, I dare not lie. This princess, though bearing some resemblance to Chieftain Li, is truly not her.
My heart is pounding. I almost blurted it out.
Chieftain Li is naturally fierce and mastered in 18 martial arts. Right, and her voice is incredibly loud. At night a single yell scares off all the wolves in the surrounding gullies, are scared away. Also, Chieftain Li robs the rich to help the poor and upholds justice, especially at night. Once she dons her night clothes, she's like a phantom, appearing and disappearing mysteriously. Because of her, the local bullies dare not even curse. Indeed. This Li Yuya, isn't she the guardian deity of your Wonyu mountain area? She's no deity. Your Majesty, you rule the four seas and bring peace to the land. You are our guardian deity. Yes, you are like the Sioux, warming us. That Li Yuya is at best a small stove. The light and heat she emits cannot compare to yours, Your Majesty.
Stop flattering me. I showed you the portrait. You said she was Li Yuya.
Your Majesty, the Crown Prince just tortured me. I had no choice but to obey. Please, Your Majesty, give us justice. Crown Prince.
When did I torture you?
Zhang, your servant is here. Examine their injuries. Your servant obeys. Your Majesty, these are real injuries. If the princess truly is Chieftain Li, what do you want? Even death won't make me betray our lifesaver. Here, injure my back. Come
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
my tour. Alright, that's enough. Eunuch. I saw nothing. I came out to tell you something. But I forgot. Oh, this head. Your Majesty, the Crown Prince forced us to enter the palace and give false testimony. Yes, facing Heave, we dare not lie.
You two scoundrels. I will kill you. Insolence.
Your Highness, you framed me by finding others, and when the frame-up failed, you wanted to silence them.
You're slandering me. Father, these two scoundrels confessed before. She is Li Yuya.
Your Majesty, we were coerced into confessing. Yes, Your Majesty, the Crown Prince's power. Who dares provoke him? Please, Your Majesty, give us justice.
You broke your promise.
Enough. The Crown Prince fabricated this story. You are confined for 1 month. Withdraw. Water. This time it was the Crown Prince's fault. I almost wronged you. I told you. The dignified princess of Nanjiang. How could you be a bandit?
Father, if I were truly a bandit, what would happen?
If it were as the Crown Prince said, that you are a bandit, impersonating a princess to marry into the Zhao royal mancio, I would certainly execute you without mercy. Therefore, you must be the princess of Nanjiang. What's wrong?
Nothing, Father. I was just a little angry after being falsely accused by the Crown Prince, but Father handled it fairly, and now I feel much better.
Good. Return to your residence quickly. Take these two with you. Have Prince Zhao escort them back.
These two didn't listen to the Crown Prince's framing of me, and will surely face his retaliation. Father is so thoughtful. Zhao-san, let's go.
She's a courageous woman. But her status doesn't match Zir.
Li Xiao or Zhang Xiao-sa, you guys are quite loyal.
How could Zhao Xin betray our chief? Yeah, chief, you saved us. We wouldn't just put on a show. Even if it meant going through fire and water, we wouldn't hesitate.
Alright, I Li Yuya acknowledge your loyalty. I owe you one. After you return, quickly move to the mountain stronghold. Let the brothers there take care of you. I suspect that the Crown Prince will seek revenge.
Don't worry, chief.
How are you?
Are you concerned about me? Or do you like me?
You work for me. As your boss, I can't just stand idly by.
Let's leave the palace and talk later.
Longing greets Your Majesty the Empress. Longa! Rise quickly. This palace has already dealt with that arrogant Woma. This Zhao princess actually stirred up trouble in front of the Emperor, causing the Crown Prince to be confined. What's her background? Why does she have such great skill? Dang Dang stronghold in Mount Wonyu, the bandit leader who robs homes. Li Yuya! Since it's been investigated, why haven't we brought her to justice? It's the Emperor. In order to maintain the alliance with the Nanjiang Kingdom, she's deliberately playing dumb. But this palace doesn't want to indulge her like this. Your Majesty, do you have any better plans to expose this woman's true face?
The film was
Of course, I have a
translated
plan.
and narrated by
However-
M Media.
I need your help, Longa. As long as I can tear off this woman's mask and keep her away from my brother Zhao. Your Majesty, what do you want me to do? I'm willing to do anything. Alright. Open it?
Princess Longan gave me such a heavy gift for no reason. It's like a weasel paying respects to a he. She must have ulterior motives.
Sister-in-law, you jest. I was ignorant before and offended you, sister-in-law. These small gifts are specifically to apologize.
Since it's an apology, then I'll gladly accept it.
Sister-in-law, you're currently very much in father's favor. I must learn from you. This morning when I entered the palace, father wasn't very happy. He didn't want to talk to me much.
Father, why was he unhappy?
Isn't it because of the bandits causing trouble in the southwest? But thankfully, father has already dispatched troops to suppress them. By guess way, the soldiers return triumphantly and capture the bandits. Father's mood will improve.
Do you know which bandit groups they are?
It seems there's one called Eagle Gully. The leader is called Jay Sampang. There's another called Kilin Mao Tai. The leader is called Gan Guyu. There's another called Dong Dong Stronghold in Mount Wonyu.
All this drama. My heart is racing a guy.
Alright, sister-in-law, let's not talk about this anymore. Let me see if these earrings suit you. These were made by Master Juge, a jewelry specialist in the suburbs of Longdu City, and custom made for me. I think they would look great on you, sister-in-law.
The suburbs. A master would set up shop in the bustling city to get more business. What is this Princess Longa up to? These earrings. Exquisitely crafted indeed. But look, it doesn't suit my face shape at all. Not one bit. How about you take me to meet this master jeweler yourself? Let him base it on my face. Could you make me a pair?
Well, I'm afraid.
If you don't agree, I won't forgive you.
Alright. As royal sister-in-law wishes.
You truly are my good sister. Let's go.
Li Yuya, you're the one taking the bait. Don't blame me, they.
Princess Longa, where does
The
the
film was
jewelry master
translated
live?
and
This is
narrated
a
by
desolate
M
graveyard.
Media.
Does the jewelry master live in a grave? Is he a ghost?
These deserted graves are unimportant. What matters is, there will soon be a new grave.
What do you MEA?
Deng Deng Stronghold Woni Mount Tai, Chieftain Li Yuya. Stop pretending.
You lured me here on purpose.
I didn't lure you here. You begged me to bring you. The moment you heard that officials were going to besiege Deng Dong Stronghold, you panicked, didn't you? What you're thinking about now isn't jewelry, but rushing back to Dong Dong Stronghold to save your comrades. However, you won't have to worry about that anymore.
Sand palm.
Princess Zhao, we meet a guy. When I kill Especially Wong. I never use a blade. Tell me, how do you want to die?
Princess Longa. The cleverest hunters often appear as prey. When you believe I'm foolish and have already been tricked, you have lost.
What do you mean?
Did you really think I had no freedom in the Shao Palace? Who lives and who dies today is yet to be seen.
Chief Tai, we finally found you. Chief Tai, ever since you disappeared, the brothers have been worried sick.
Let's skip the reunions for now. These bastards want to kill me. What are we going to do?
Kid, you've got some nerve, trying to kill our Chief Tai. Be careful, Chief Tai.
Tai Dia, are you alright?
Chief Tai, this one's skilled. Ru.
No, I won't leave you.
Princess Zhao. Quite loyal, aren't you? Since you're so loyal, then you die with them.
Protect the Chief Tai. Kill them.
You dare kill my people, Li Yuya.
Daiyu's #1 assassin Sandpalm truly lives up to the reputation.
Sandpalm. So you're the one, the legendary Sandpalm. Truly ruthless.
Thank you, Princess, for your kindness. Today, you can die. The hands of Sandpalm is truly your honor.
Prince Zhao.
Smart people never get fooled by the same lie twice.
Really? He's aiming a bow and arrow at you.
The story of the boy who cried wolf, Sandpalm has heard since childhood. Your joke isn't funny at all.
I told you. Why don't you believe me?
Damn it, retreat.
Stop them all. Don't let a single one escape. Don't let a single one escape.
Quickly, let's go.
Hurry, wake up. Stop pretending. Prince Zhao is coming. Go quickly. Hurry.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Should we pursue your highness?
Not yet. In case it's a trap.
Yes.
You arrived just in time, Your Highness.
How dare you contact the underlings privately?
What's wrong with me talking to my me?
How many times have I told you? You are in danger. Do not leave the Prince Zhao's residence without permission.
The film was translated and narrated by
Are you
media.
really okay? I'm fine.
Longa. How dare you?
Father, it wasn't me. It really wasn't me. It was her. It's all your fault. You bandit.
How can you prove I'm a bandit?
Brother Zhao. So you saw it. She's a bandit. And she has many followers.
I only saw you colluding with Sandpalm.
Your Majesty, save me. I don't want to die. Help. Colluding with a wanted criminal, attempting to assassinate the princess. This is a grave crime. How can I save you? What do you mean, Your Majesty? I know. You like Prince Zhao. But you can't let love turn to hate. And lose your mind. Colluding with Sandpalm to assassinate the princess. If I'm not mistaken, when Princess Nanjiang married into Great Yu, after the incident at Mount Wonyu, you also arranged for Sandpalm to do it, didn't you? Your Majesty, you're putting a huge blame on Longa. All of this was clearly orchestrated by you. You've washed your hands. Completely clear. How dare you? I won't save you. And you dare to falsely accuse me. Princess Longan attempted to assassinate a member of the royal family. An unforgivable crime. She deserves to be beheaded. Empress Liu, you have a cruel heart. Brother Zhao. Brother Zhao, save me. Brother Zhao Wong. I beg you.
Father. For the sake of Prince Longa, who died for the country, I implore you, Father, to spare the princess.
Thank you, Brother Prince Zhao. Thank you, Brother Prince Zhao, for pleading for me.
Warner. What do you think?
with Princess Longan's mind. She couldn't have come up with such a thorough murder PLA. Since Empress Liu is so eager to silence her, I won't let her have her way. Prince Zhao said to spare her. Then spare her.
Your Majesty, if Wang Yin's crime is not severely punished, the law will not be upheld. How can we convince the people?
I, the victim, don't mind anymore. Empress, why are you still pursuing this? You're making me think a lot of things.
Ungrateful wretch.
Since you two are singing the same tune, pleading for her, I will spare her life.
Father, if everyone who tries to assassinate my daughter-in-law is spared from death, won't there be more people trying to assassinate her in the future?
So what's your brilliant idea?
She can be spared from death. A crime unworthy of mercy.
Fine. Remove the princess's title. Remove the courts. Support for the princess's Mancio. Demote her to a commoner.
Wise father. However, I heard the princess's mansion has quite a few rare treasures.
What do you mean?
From the gifts you've given me several times before, I can tell Princess Longa is a fat sheep. So I, the victim, ask you for some compensation. It's not too much, is it?
Fine. I'll give you 2 parts of the princess's mansion's treasures. 3 parts. 4 parts, no more.
Princess Longa, I pleaded for you, so you were spared from death.
How much do you want?
All of it. I'm rich, I'm rich. If being assassinated can make me this much money, I'd rather be killed and leave nothing behind.
What are you talking about?
Your Highness, the princess's mansion's assets have been fully inventoried. Please take a look.
This Princess Longa has several times more wealth than the Princess Mancia. She's quite the homemaker.
If you think
The film
she's
was
such a good homemaker,
translated and narrated
why
by
don't you
M.
marry
Media.
her?
What? Are you angry?
I wouldn't dare be angry at you, Prince Zhao. All this wealth belongs to me, Li Yuya. So, everything here must be controlled by me, Li Yuya.
What do you need so much money for?
The Dayu Kingdom has suffered natural disasters year after year, and the people near Mount Wonius can't even afford to eat. So this silver and jewelry, please trouble your majesty to help me. Use it all to relieve the people.
Upright and courageous, generous and charitable. You're still the same as you were as a child.
Greetings, father.
I heard. You recently took Princess Longan's money and used it all for disaster relief.
Father, Princess Longan all these years has been lending money at high interest, seizing fertile land, and controlling many of the profitable businesses in the Dragon capital. So, she has indeed made a lot of money, but everything she's done is based on her own power and influence. We take it out for disaster relief, which can be considered taking from the people and using it for the people.
You even understand this principle. The first proper thing you've done.
Your Majesty flatters me.
Father, our Dayu Kingdom has experienced 3 years of disasters and urgently needs to recuperate. The people are the foundation of the state. With a solid foundation, the state will be stable. Relieving the people will surely win the hearts of all your subjects and the admiration of the 4 corners of the world.
It seems the two of you have a very harmonious relationship lately. You're always on the same page. Water, do you still want to return to your Nanjiang Kingdom?
No, I don't. I think this is quite foo.
You've become too attached to this place. I have some good news to tell you.
What news?
A month ago, your father sent 2 envoys who have already arrived in our Dragon capital. Firstly, it's to promote friendly relations between our 2 countries. Secondly, it's because your father wants to express his regards to you, his little princess who married far away.
What? My heart is pounding. Why did I blurt that out, guy?
Nanjing King sent envoys here. Being able to see people from my homeland should be a joy as a Casio. Princess Zhao, why are you so alarmed?
When was I alarmed? I'm excited. I haven't seen my family in so long. Suddenly, someone from home is coming, making me miss home too.
Since Princess Zhao is so eager to see her family. Your Majesty, let's invite the Nanjing envoys to the hall.
What?
The film was translated
They're already
and
here.
narrated by
These are the real
Media.
envoys this time.
Issue a command. Nanjiang envoys. Nanjiang envoys, Hu Luza, and Fang Yuzhang. We greet His Majesty the Emperor of the Dayu Kingdom. May Your Majesty enjoy a long and prosperous life. Long live the Emperor 10,000 years. Rise, there's no need for formalities. Thank you, Your Majesty.
What am I going to do? This emissary is a bona fide emissary from Nanjiang. I can't fool them. What should we do?
What should we do?
I don't care. You're the one who told me to impersonate the princess. If the emperor charges me with deceiving the throne, you won't get away with it either.
I'm telling you, this emissary's boast, even if your ears can't tell. Your eyes should be able to see.
Huanhua.
Home welcome.
Right.
The two emissaries have come from afar, besides official business. They should also be here on behalf of the King of Nanjing, to see Princess Warner.
Indeed.
Then you must take a good look. Liuya, let's see how long you can keep up this charade.
So it's Your Highness. Your humble servant greets Your Highness. Greetings, Princess.
There's no need for formalities. Please rise. Quickly, please rise.
How could this be?
Thank you, Princess. There have been some rumors in Nanjiang recently, saying that the princess was killed en route. Yet the Dayu Kingdom found a fake to impersonate her. Indeed, our king has been restless with worry. He specifically sent us to visit you quickly. Yes,
Who slandered me? Their tongue is so long that it even reached our Nanjiang kingdom. When you return, tell my father that this is my husband, His Highness the Prince of Zhao. Don't mind him. He may have a stern face now, but when he was in the Zhao royal mancio, he was as obedient as a kitten. He wouldn't dare bully me at all.
greetings, Prince of Zhao.
So it's Minister Wang from the Ministry of Justice.
Your Highness, previously the princess was attacked at Woniu Mount Tai, and I have found some clues.
I'm receiving the Nanjiang emissaries today. We'll discuss this matter another day.
Yes. These two people are looking more and more familiar.
Not bad. Huan Qi, you dare with Tai Mia impersonating the Nanjiang emissary.
Village Chief, it's like this. It's me. I was patrolling the mountain with a few brothers, and I spotted the Nanjiang emissaries, with several attendants, heading to our Dayu's capital city. I thought, this
The
isn't
film
right.
was
If they
translated
went to the
and
palace,
narrated
then
by
our village
M
chief's
Media.
fake princess identity would be ruined. Right. So I acted decisively and set up a tripwire. With a crackle eye, captured them all. Then I took their seals and clothes, impersonating the Nanjiang emissary. Just like that. Tai Dian and I entered the imperial palace. Stop bragging. Isn't that Prince Zhao strategizing?
Prince Zhao.
That's right.
Prince Zhao.
Previously the princess was attacked while driving at Mount Wonyu. The king of Nanjiang had already heard about it. How could he, a guy, let the envoys travel through Mount Wonyu? So, they chose a different route. And they've already arrived at the dragon capital.
The two Nanjiang envoys have arrived.
Don't worry. I've already sent them back to Nanjiang. I'm telling you, Liuya, your two brothers are truly loyal to you. This time my specifically. Arrange for them to impersonate the envoys.
Right. His Highness King Zhao is wise. However, my Huangson's acting is also top-notch. How could it fool the Kui?
That's not right.
What's not right?
The king of Nanjiang originally had doubts about his daughter's city ratio. How could those two Nanjiang envoys be so easily dismissed?
You'll understand this later. Tai Dian, Wangxi, you two have worked hard. Today I the king am hosting a banquet to properly entertain you.
Thank you, Prince Zhao. Great. The delicacies of the Zhao royal mancio, I Huangxi, have long admired.
Let's go.
Let's go.
How could Prince Zhao be on such good terms with a group of bandits? If the Emperor finds out, wouldn't it be... Empress Liu is powerful. The late Queen's dying wish was, or to let Prince Zhao fight with them. Otherwise, disaster will surely follow. Keeping this female bandit will definitely be a disaster.
Nanny Tang. You're being foolish.
Your Highness, this servant has for so many years mediated Betwi, Her Majesty the Queen and your Highness, just to protect your Highness. Keeping this female bandit will give others a handle against you, your Highness.
What's wrong with a bandit? I like her very much.
Your Highness, you're being foolish. How can you for beauty disregard the safety of the Zhao royal mancio?
Nanny Tang, after knowing you for so long, what I like most are these words of
The
yours.
film was translated
Infatuated with
and
beauty
narrated by M Media.
means this princess still has some image in Nanny Tang's heart.
Nanny Tang. The princess is unharmed this time, so I won't pursue the matter. But if there's a next time, I will punish severely.
Your Highness, since you insist on keeping the princess, I can only go to the late Empress and complain to her.
Nanny Tang. Someone. Quickly get a physician.
You, come here.
Your Highness, listen to me. When the Emperor was the Crown Prince, he was once ordered to suppress bandits and was shot by a mountain bandit. So, all his life, the Emperor has hated mountain bandits the most. If your Highness...
Nanny Tang, didn't you say you only had one thing to say? Why do you keep talking?
At a time like this, you're still teasing Nanny Tang.
If your Highness is involved with mountain bandits, can the Empress handle it? The Emperor will never forgive.
What medicine is this?
Don't panic, Your Highness. Since childhood I have learned a secret method of interpretatio. Anyone who is poisoned after taking this golden juice will have their internal organs turned upside down and vomit all the poiso out of their stomach. Zhao Hong, quick, pry open Tang Mama's mouth and pour it out.
Impudent. What kind of thing are you giving Nanny Tang? Just get a physician.
Do you think a physician is a fly that they can arrive as soon as you call? What if the poison takes effect and Nanny Tang loses her life? Then Your Highness will put all the blame on me.
Alright, then quickly give it to Tang Mama.
Nanny Tang, bear with it. Although the smell is a bit unpleasant, but your life is most important. I'll help you. Open your mouth.
I'm not poisoned.
Nanny Tang. You.
Nanny Tang, you mustn't refuse treatment out of fear.
This is not poiso. Your Highness, I lied to you.
Nanny Tang, you are already old and no longer suitable to stay in the Zhao Palace.
Your Highness, you're driving me away.
I will give you some money to ensure you have no worries about food and clothing. Xiao Hong, go get 1,000 taels of silver. Being too close to the Empress is not a good thing. Nanny Tang, I have to do this. To protect you.
What? Nanny Tang was driven away by Prince Xiao. I've lost another informant.
An old servant. She's not even a paw. Why is your majesty so angry?
I'm angry at Prince Zhao. This Prince Zhao has been hiding his true abilities for many years, never vying for the forefront. But these past few years, his sharpness has been fully revealed. It truly makes this palace tremble with fear.
Your majesty, there's no need to worry. Currently this Prince Zhao has a very important weakness that has fallen into my hands.
Truly,
The film was
I have found an
translated
accomplice.
and narrated by
This
M
time.
Media.
No matter how biased his majesty is, he won't be able to protect him. Your majesty, regarding the previous assassination attempt on the princess, I have been secretly investigating. In the pawn shops around Mount Wonyu, I have recovered several of the princess's dowry items. Following this lead, I carefully investigated and discovered these treasures originated from the bandits of Dangdang Stronghold. Your Majesty, Minister Wang is in charge of the Ministry of Justice. With clean hands, upright and impartial, he never engages in factionalism or private dealings. He is the iron-faced judge of our dynasty. Your Majesty, you should believe his words.
Perhaps the bandits of Mount Wonyu were only after wealth. And the assassination of the princess was done by someone else.
I haven't seen any cases of murder without robbery. In the Ministry of Justice, Your Highness is so biased. I have something I must say.
Minister Wang, speak your mind.
I have already based the descriptions of the locals, created portraits of the 3 leaders of Mount Wonyu, yesterday the 2 Nanjiang envoys, beside Your Highness, and the 2nd and 3rd in command of Mount Wonyu bear a striking resemblance. Moreover, at that time, I wanted to report the case to Your Highness, but Your Highness's attitude was quite dismissive. Is this true? I wouldn't dare speak falsely. More importantly, the chief of Mount Wonyu bears a striking resemblance to the princess consort. Could all of this be merely a coincidence? Your Highness, Your Majesty, Prince Zhao colluded with bandits to murder the princess. I believe the envoys from Nanjiang were also silenced by Prince Zhao. His Majesty is wholeheartedly focused on the alliance, but Prince Zhao's actions are putting our Dayu dynasty and its very foundation in grave danger.
Minister Liu has crafted a fine script, accusing me of colluding with bandits. What motive would I have?
It's simple either to cultivate power and usurp the throne, or to covet the beauty of the bandit. These questions you should explain to His Majesty in person. I have been handling cases for many years, ever showing favoritism, only speaking of evidence. If Prince Zhao cannot explain my questions, then he must be dealt with according to the laws of Dayu. A prince who breaks the law is treated the same as a commoner. What a upright and impartial Minister Wang of the Ministry of Justice. Prince Zhao, do you plead guilty?
Father, based on a few treasures alone, you're claiming the person who assassinated the princess is a bandit from Mount Wonyu. Based on a few portraits alone, you can determine the 2 Onwos are bandits. This is even more of a slander against my princess. She's the leader of Dongdong village. Minister Wang, your handling of this case is a bit too hasty, isn't it?
Your Majesty, I am merely stating the facts. Minister Wang, Prince Zhao is right. Imperial investigations must not be hasty. Your Majesty, I have a method of verification. Tell me. Your Majesty, we simply need to temporarily detain King Zhao and make a show of force by entering Zhao Manor to apprehend the bandit Li Yuya. She will definitely flee back to her mountain stronghold. We just need to send secret agents to follow her discreetly. That bandit leader Li will certainly
The film
return
was
to her lair.
translated and
Uncle Liu,
narrated by M
you me.
Media.
I've been this whole time completely fooled by a female bandit. I wouldn't dare question Your Majesty's judgment of character. It's just that within this palace, there can be no bandits. I'm also doing this for the stability of the imperial dynasty, for the sake of the realm. Such a loyal and devoted, caring Grand Minister. Since you, uncle, insist on verifying Princess Zhao's identity, then I will tentatively agree. If This Princess Zhao remains calmly in the manor. And doesn't ask. You said. Flee in panic. I'm willing to accept any punishment.
Father.
All right. I believe I haven't misjudged Princess Zhao. We'll do as you suggest, Uncle. Guards. Present. Detain Prince Zhao. Yes. Minister Wang, you will thoroughly investigate this matter. I obey.
Li Yuya. Whether or not you can escape this calamity depends on you.
It's bad, Princess. The Ministry of Justice has surrounded Zhao Manor.
What?
There are rumors that Prince Zhao colluded with bandits and has been detained in the palace. Now the Ministry of Justice troops have surrounded Zhao Manor. They say that after seeing the Imperial Edict, they will arrest you.
How could this happen?
Princess, don't panic. You can hide in the cellar. I'll set a fire, and you can escape in the chaos.
No need for fire. Chief, we've come to rescue you.
Huangzin, Tai Dia.
We were just strolling in the city when we heard the news. Chief, secrets can't be hidden forever. Now the Ministry of Justice's troops have surrounded Prince Zhao's residence. We discovered in the back courtyard a lapse in security. We climbed over the wall. Right, Chief. Time is of the essence. Let's go quickly.
Princess, you must leave quickly.
Nanny Liu.
Impersonating the princess is a crime of deceiving the emperor, punishable by death.
I
have already helped Prince Zhao a great deal. You must return to your mountain stronghold and never come back.
Chief, hurry up and leave.
Where there's life, there's hope. Go.
Young master, I hope this time you will also be safe and sound. Escaping this calamity, the Wu family has been loyal for generations. Our lineage cannot be broke.
Wait a moment. There are many traps around Prince Zhao's residence.
Tai Dian is an expert in cloaking mechanisms. He has already cleared them. Our carriage is just ahead. Let's go quickly.
All right.
Minister Wang, we left an opening, and they indeed climbed over the wall from there. Follow them.
The film was
and see if they go too. Dang Dang stronghold on Mount Woniu. Yes. Chief, quickly get in the carriage.
No, I cannot leave.
Chief, Prince Zhao gave us a pass. We can still leave the city now. If we're late and the city gates increase their defenses, the pass will be useless.
Have you considered, if I leave now, what will happen to Prince Zhao?
Did the princess really escape? I saw it with my own eyes. I wouldn't dare deceive you. Prince Zhao, what do you have to say for yourself? G and Z. Could it be? You were truly bewitched by that female bandit. A momentary lapse in judgment.
No. Father, the princess is truly not a bandit.
Faced with irrefutable evidence, you still dare to deny it. You killed Princess Nanjiang, and also killed the Nanjiang envoy. How could King Nanjiang make peace with our Dayu kingdom? Furthermore, the Western Rong kingdom has troops stationed at the border, poised to strike. Prince Zhao, our Dayu kingdom, is about to be engulfed in war and chaos. There will be endless battles. Uncle Liu, you're speaking a bit too much. I am merely eager for the truth to be revealed. I am the one interrogating Prince Zhao. Your impatience disrespects me. I wouldn't dare. This concerns the stability of the kingdom. So I must speak. The evidence is conclusive. Yet Prince Zhao refuses to confess. Where does he place me in the laws of Dayu? If the imperial court doesn't abide by the law, how can we silence the murmuring masses? Your Majesty, sever your parental affectio and handle this matter impartially. Uncle, the evidence is not yet conclusive. Prince Zhao hasn't confessed. Isn't it premature to convict him now? However, Your Majesty, I have arranged for secret agents to follow them. If they really went to Dang Dang stronghold on Mount Woniu, then I'm afraid.
Yuya, I've implicated you. I only hope you escape unharmed. Use your wits to lose the tail behind you quickly.
G and Z. As things stand, Your Majesty, Princess Zhao has rushed into the palace. What?
Daughter-in-law greets Father Emperor.
Why are you here?
Father Emperor, I've heard that Prince Zhao colluded with bandits. Is this true?
Princess, didn't you escape with those two bandits?
Bandits. So Minister Wang, You were watching me earlier. Minister Wang, there are no bandits. The Zhao Palace was surrounded, and I was rescued by the Nanjiang envoys. I rushed to the palace to plead Prince Zhao's innocence.
Li Yuya, how dare you? Your identity has been exposed. Yet you still dare to come to court.
Who is Li Yuya? Uncle Liu. Have you had too much to drink? Are you talking nonsense? I'm with Prince Zhao day and night. I've never seen him collude with bandits. Why would he collude with bandits?
These bandits of Dangdang stronghold on Mount Wonyu are an obscure group. Among the many bandits in the southwest, Prince Zhao to collude with them, there's no basis. There's no basis. Your Majesty, there are many suspicious points in this case. Those two Nanjiang envoys.
The Nanjiang envoys, upon their first arrival in Daiyu, saw our dragon capital's bustling scene, and thought that Father Emperor had given them ample time to return home. So they wanted to stay a few more days. What's wrong with that?
I find that very reasonable. If the princess before us isn't the Nanjiang princess, if Prince Zhao really killed the Nanjiang envoys, the king of Nanjiang wouldn't be unaware. I fear that by now, our southwestern border would already be engulfed in war. Your Majesty, the princess's statement is consistent with Prince Zhao's.
Well, Yu Jianzi, this time we understand each other.
Even if Princess Zhao has nothing to do with those Dangdang stronghold bandits. Those bandits previously. The assassination attempt on Princess Nanjiang's wedding procession. Indeed, Your Majesty, this is irrefutable evidence.
These treasures. How is Princess Nanjiang's fan among them? This Wan Ji, too greedy for money. How can he sell everything? Your Majesty, Father, these treasures have nothing to do with the Dangdang stronghold bandits.
The dignified Princess Zhao, Princess Nanjiang, actually pleading for a band of bandits. Truly unprecedented.
The film
Father,
was translated
this fan is my
and
personal
narrated
belonging.
by
When
M.
I arrived in Daiyu, passing through Mount Wonius, a group of masked men suddenly rushed out, killing everyone around me, all of them.
Then why were you the only one left alive?
You think those bandits would spare me? He wanted to strangle me with a white silk ribbo. I pretended to be dead, and that's how I escaped.
Then how did your fa end up in the hands of the Mount Wonyu bandits?
The bandit, worried that I wasn't dead, tried to stab me again with his sword. At that moment, Mount Wonyu's heroes rushed out and chased the bandit away. To thank them, I gave them all my money and belongings, including this fa.
Princess Nanjiang, you are far too generous to a band of bandits.
A life-saving grace should be repaid generously. What's wrong with that?
Warner. What haven't I heard you mention?
Mount Wonyu's righteous heroes before. They don't want to get involved in palace affairs. I didn't mention it to give those good me some peace.
I see. Prince Zhao and Princess Zhao are innocent. The real culprit who attempted to assassinate the princess. Minister Wang, your servant is present. I order you to thoroughly investigate this matter. I obey. Since your Majesty believes this case is closed, I shall take my leave.
Hold up. Uncle Liu. About the matter of slandering me, how should we settle this?
Well, Uncle Liu, you are an important official of the court and a royal relative. If I don't punish you, how can I convince the others? I'm willing to accept punishment.
Good.
I fine you 10,000 taels of silver to be paid to the royal treasury. 10,000 taels. What? Is 10,000 taels too much for you? I obey the decree.
So you two had a wager. This hand was a satisfying why. However, Father, Prince Zhao's grievance cannot go unanswered. Uncle Liu's silver.
Warner, you really do have a mind for business. Good. Let's take from Minister Liu's fine 1,000 taels and give it to Prince Zhao.
Thank you, Father.
$10,000 taels of silver is not a small sum, Empress. You still need to speak well of me in front of the Emperor.
Do you think the Emperor will listen to me? This old Ma is truly biased.
Are you willing to let me be punished? The current silver in the minister's residence. I just bought farmland. I don't have any money to take out right now.
Don't you still have a private treasury?
You mean 12 years ago? The 100,000 taels of disaster relief silver.
The handwriting in the silver hall, wasn't it? Filed away by you long ago. What are you afraid of?
But that silver was for Schenger, to solidify the crown prince's position.
Only by eliminating Prince Zhao and that sorceress can the crown prince's position be secured.
I understand.
What are you doing?
It's so dangerous. You're risking your life by breaking into the palace.
I took your money, so of course I have to play the role of your princess well. Otherwise, how can I be worthy of your silver?
It seems your business dealings are truly honest.
Of course, honesty is the best policy.
Don't be my princess anymore.
What do you mean? You want me to leave Prince Zhao's residence? What if the Emperor asks about it? What will you do?
I want you to truly be my princess.
You. Don't delude yourself. Who wants to be your princess? What are you doing? My first kiss.
I really want you to be my princess.
You. Don't delude yourself.
The film
On
was
our wedding night,
translated and
you tell me
narrated by
that your heart belongs to another. You Jianzi, let me tell you. I Li Yu Ya hate fickle men the most. You're not my type. Let me give you some advice. Pack up your infatuated heart. I'm going back to sleep.
Do you know who my heart belongs to? It's you.
Please take a look, Your Highness.
$1,000 taels of silver. My Li Yuya's fortune is getting better and better. God of fortune. Don't worry. In Dangdang village, I will definitely build a small temple for you.
Your Highness. This is 1,000 taels taken from Minister Liu's fine. Extract 1,000 taels. Please take a look. Is there anything wrong? This old servant. I have to go back and report.
No problem. This shiny silver. What problem could there be? You should hurry back and report. Give my best regards to the Emperor. This is your running around money.
Your Highness is so generous. Your Highness. About the rules of the palace. You're understanding them better and better.
Such good rules. We still eat people. Like Eunuch Jiang.
Your Highness flatters me. Speaking of greed. Your Highness is like the bright moon in the night sky. And this old servant is just a firefly in a pile of rotten grass. Your Highness, this old servant will take my leave.
Go oh.
Go.
I'm rich. I'm rich.
So much silver.
Susu, don't touch.
Father, how do we have so much silver? Are we rich now?
Susu, this 100,000 taels of disaster relief silver is what the Emperor sent Father with to the disaster area to help the victims. Not a single koi can be privately taken or embezzled, and certainly not
The
touched.
film was translated
Do you hear?
and
Susu
narrated
understands.
by M Media.
Father said, illegitimate wealth should not be taken.
Good girl, Susu. Nanny Liu. While I'm away, take good care of Miss. Don't let her cause any trouble.
Don't worry, Master.
Father, be careful on your journey.
Don't worry, Susu. When Father returns, I'll take you hunting, okay?
I like hunting.
Withdraw. General Wu, you lost 100,000 taels of disaster relief silver, delaying the crucial disaster relief efforts. In consideration of your past military achievements, you are ordered to redeem yourself through meritorious service. Within 10 days, you must apprehend the culprits and bring them to justice. I accept the decree and give thanks. General Wu, the Emperor has said, within 10 days, either use this sword to cut off the culprits' heads, or use it on yourself.
Ten days later.
Father, it's snowing. So much snow.
Snow in June. General Wu, the 10-day deadline has passed. Have you captured the culprits? I want to see the Emperor. Useless. Words to say. Your Majesty's uncle, I've already spoken on your behalf. Susu, Father, can't take you hunting anymore. But Father, how about we play a game?
No, I just want to follow.
Susu, you and Nanny Liu. Along this road, walk 1,000 steps forward. See if Daddy can catch up to you instantly.
I just want to be with you.
Be obedient.
Daddy,
Nanny Liu. Take her away.
Daddy,
Let's go.
Daddy.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Dad. Let me go. I want to see Dad. Daddy. Daddy.
Don't look back.
Daddy.
Defy me and perish.
Susu, you sit here, don't move. I'll go buy you some steamed buns.
Working for the Marquis is truly rewarding. Such a large sum of silver, we can at least keep half. We brothers later must have a good time at the Wanhua brothel.
This silver looks a lot like the disaster relief silver. I found my father's disaster relief silver.
Right. Forgot something. You little thing, do you even know how to walk? Get out of the way. Someone's been killed. Rue. Her head is broke. Quick, save her, quick. Quick.
Susu? Have you seen Susu? Just this high. Haven't seen her.
Stinky girl. Didn't realize. You have some potential. You don't know who your parents are. You don't know where your home is. From now, oh, this dang village on Mount Wonyu is your home. I lead a high am your father. I need to give you a name. What should it be? I see your birthmark. Looks like a crescent moon. From now, oh, you will be called Li Yuya.
Li Yuya kowtows to daddy.
Quickly rise. Go to Longdu. Picked up such a precious daughter. I lead a high. We'll have a successor.
The film was translated
So,
and narrated by M Media.
I am General Wu's daughter. Wu Su, Prince Xiao, and I are old acquaintances. This silver, compared to the disaster relief silver from back there, the feel is incredibly similar, and the silver that the Marquis's house guards had back there, the piece of silver they had, could it be that the one who robbed the disaster relief silver back there was the Marquis?
Marquis's house. The disaster of losing money.
Be quick. Hurry up. Be nimble. Marquis. The markings on the disaster relief silver have long been filed off. What are you afraid of? Tonight I unexpectedly received a note. This matter cannot be taken lightly. It's best to transfer it as soon as possible. 100,000 taels of silver. This is 70,000 taels. It well. This concerns whether the crown prince can ascend the throne smoothly. I understand. Rise.
This move, rattling the mountain to scare the tiger, is really effective. Father, I will bring the truth about the stolen disaster relief silver to light and clear your name.
Come on, brothers. Quick, take shelter from the Rahi. Hurry, hurry. Rest here for a bit. Anyone who dares to follow me, Sanpal, will meet only one fate. Death. Princess Zhao, you like silver, don't you? Then I'll give you a tale.
Sandpalm, 12 years ago, you seized 100,000 taels of the Imperial Court's disaster relief silver, didn't you?
Indeed, and I can also tell you, if it weren't for Uncle Liu's insight into Wu Changqing's transport route, I Sanpalm would have had a much harder time.
Do you know that because of that 100,000 taels of disaster relief silver, how many people starved to death in the southern disaster area that year?
Since Princess Zhao has such compassion, I will grant your wish and let you join those starved wretches in death. Master. Quickly protect and relocate her. Yes.
Princess, the medicine will ease the pain.
You are incredibly audacious. To provoke Uncle Liu.
The film was
12
translated
years ago,
and
my
narrated
father's
by
100,000
Media.
Tales of Disaster Relief silver. It was Uncle Liu who ordered the sand palm to seize. As a daughter of a military family, I cannot leave this vengeance unclaimed.
Susu, you remember everything now.
You recognized me long ago.
Yes.
Then why didn't you tell me sooner?
Because I was afraid.
Afraid of what? Would I not avenge my father? Would his unjust suffering go unaddressed? That usually kind and amiable empress was the one who forced my father to his death.
Susu. Father only reprimanded him back then. He didn't order his execution.
Susu, it was Uncle Liu's treachery that killed Master.
If you knew it was treachery, why didn't you accuse him?
Uncle Liu holds considerable military power. Father had his difficulties.
Fine. Since the emperor is hesitant to act, I, Li Yuya, will avenge this myself.
Susu. I'm not afraid of Uncle Liu. Or am I afraid of any repercussions? I just don't want you to put yourself in harm's way. You are my Princess Yu Jianzi's wife. I will not allow you to suffer any injustice. Please give me a chance to protect you. Let me make up for all these years of failing you.
Very well.
By order of the Emperor. Summon Prince Zhao and Princess Zhao to the palace. Your Highness, I have good news. I must tell you.
What good news? Eunuch, don't keep me in suspense.
At the invitation of the Emperor of Daiyu, for the development of Nanjiang and Daiyu, the alliance between the two countries, your father the King of Nanjiang, has personally arrived in Longdu to meet with the Emperor of Daiyu. And by the way, see, his daughter married far away.
Don't you have me? What are you afraid of?
If I'm cut to pieces, you'll be buried with me.
Since we are husband and wife, we will certainly live and die together.
Who's husband and wife with you? Forget it. I'm going all I. Eunuch, where is my father now?
He's in the long hall, chatting happily with the Emperor.
I originally wanted to bring down Uncle Liu. What should I do now?
Didn't you say you were going all I? Don't I still have to rely on you?
Let's go. Cheer. King of Nanjiang. It has been many years since we last met. Seeing you today, your heroic spirit is undiminished. Your Majesty, you flatter me. Your Majesty and I have been as close as brothers since childhood. And now, our children are in love. I have been waiting for this alliance for a long time.
And narrated by Media.
Now that we have formed an alliance, even if the Western Rong Kingdom has 1 million soldiers, they wouldn't dare underestimate our two countries Daiyu and Nanjiang. Where are my son-in-law and daughter? Why haven't they arrived yet? The Prince and Princess of Zhao are entering the hall. How dare they? The King of Nanjiang is here in person, and she still dares to come.
Mother, I have been confined for many days, and I'm very bored. Today, there's a good show to watch.
Your Highness, what is good show?
This?
King of Nanjiang.
Nanjiang monarch, King of Nanjiang.
You'll know in a moment. This is a good show. Your son-in-law the Prince of Zhao, and your daughter the Princess of Zhao, have carefully prepared for you. My useless daughter still has this filial piety. Then I must enjoy it.
I greet you, father.
I greet you, father,
King of Nanjiang.
King of Nanjiang.
Rise.
You witch. Your time is up.
Father always valued the brilliant crown prince. Let's see how you get out of this.
Water, why do you look a little different than before? Raise your head.
Don't worry. Raise your head.
At a time like this, you're still acting like things wrong. You Jianzi, if I had known this would happen, I wouldn't have taken this job. My poor heart.
Water, why don't you look up? Did your father marry you off far away? Do you still have complaints about your father?
The arrow is on the string. Dead or alive. I'm all eye.
Prince of Nanjiang, you must take a good look. This Princess Zhao, is she Princess Waner? If some petty scoundrels switched places, that would be a huge joke.
This skin is also much whiter. And the color of this hair, it also fits. Water, it seems that the water and soil of the Dayu Kingdom suit you very well. Prince of Nanjiang, are you sure this is your daughter? This is not my daughter. Is she still your daughter? You have to take a good look. In case this Princess Zhao before your eyes just looks a little like Waner, has a slight resemblance. What? You don't recognize your own daughter? Need you to teach
The
me?
film was translated and narrated
Is
by
there any
M
father in the
Media.
world who doesn't recognize his own daughter? Uncle Liu, do you think this prince's eyes are failing? Or is my mind confused? Your Majesty, are the royal relatives of the Dayu Kingdom all like this?
This Prince of Nanjiang seems to be my protective charm. Now my little heart is finally at peace.
Uncle. Your Majesty, you're going too far saying that. Quickly apologize to the Prince of Nanjiang. Water, you were born mischievous and love to bully people, but now that you're Princess Zhao, you mustn't bully your own husband.
What are you talking about, father? Waner is usually at Prince Zhao's residence. Well-behaved and obedient. How could I bully my son-in-law?
Yes, father. I've never bullied him. Don't wrong me.
What's going on? This Mount Woniu, Li Yue of Dangdong Stronghold. How could she be Princess Leona?
Prince of Nanjiang, your father-daughter Runio is a joyous Acacio. Quickly take your seats. Come, daughter. Sit next to your father. Come.
Yu Jianzi, you really are audacious. Nanjiang envoy, you found a fake to impersonate. That's fine. This Prince of Nanjiang, you dare to find a fake to impersonate him too. Old Ma, in the Golden Palace, you made me call you daddy. Took advantage of me, you have to pay.
How much do you want?
Considering your old age, I don't really want to extort you. 1,000 taels of silver?
1,000 taels. My dear daughter, are you insulting this king? This king today will give you 10,000 taels as a meeting gift.
There are no outsiders here. Still calling me this king. Are you too deep into character?
Yuya. Do not be impudent. He is the Nanjiang king.
You don't recognize the dignified Nanjiang king, his own daughter.
Do you think, with the Nanjiang King's status, anyone would dare impersonate him?
The dignified Nanjiang king is my shell. You Jianzi. You're kidding who?
This king's favor isn't given to just anyone. This king is helping you today because you saved my daughter, Princess Wanner.
What, me? Saved Princess Wanner.
Chief, over 100 brothers behind me are all ready, just waiting for your command.
Remember now, only steal, don't hurt anyone.
Understood.
Coming. 1.
The
2.
film was translated and narrated by M Media.
What's going on?
Tai Diet, what do you mean? On this Mount Wonyu, are you the boss? Or is the chief the boss? You're really crossing the line. Quickly, call your men back. Wait until the chief counts to 3, then charge out. These are the rules. Chief, that's not right. Those aren't our me. Retreat.
Quickly, everyone hurry.
Quick, quick, quick.
Everyone move quickly. Wait a minute. This peacock fan is quite nice. I'll reward it to you.
Let's go. Chief, this must be the Nanjiang princess.
How pitiful. Still warm. Dragon Tiger daggers. This must be the Nanjiang king's right.
The chief is kind-hearted. But this princess, I'm afraid she can't be saved.
Around my age, yet she suffered such a calamity. What a pity. Don't worry. Your dowry, I Li Yuya, won't take for nothing. Carry her back to the fortress. Give her a proper burial.
Someone. Quick, quick, quick. Carry her away. This way. Commander, as long as you don't hurt my boss, I'll do anything you say. You said Nanjiang Princess Wanner is in your mountain stronghold. Where is she? Look, over there. Now that the real princess has been found, let's exchange her for our boss. Your boss has caught the eye of our Prince Zhao. She can't leave. What? Princess, forgive me. I've already made a deal with Li Yue about in marriage, and he and I have been childhood sweethearts.
Prince Zhao,
Wanner, Princess Nanjiang.
this is breaking off the engagement.
I will send Prince Nanjiang a letter of apology. Yuya is my long-lost beloved. I don't want to lose her a guy.
Prince Zhao is truly honorable. It's a pity we're not fated to be. Sister Yuya saved my life. How could I disturb you two? Husband and wife, a harmonious pair.
Nanjiang's emissaries will arrive soon. When the time comes, I will send someone to escort you back to Nanjiang together.
The film was translated and narrated
My good
by
daughter
M
didn't become a
Media.
princess, but was returned. I was really angry at the time. But then I thought, if the Dayu traders aren't eliminated, even if my daughter becomes a princess, she will suffer a guy. Wanner coming back this time, able to escape with her life, is a blessing in disguise. If it weren't for your help back then, she might not have woken up.
The princess is alive. Which also means my efforts weren't in vain.
Wanner originally didn't want to marry far away to Great Yu. The marriage between the two countries was really for Zerong to see. Well, Prince Zhao and I will simply make the best of it. Your Father also knows about this.
Father already knew. No wonder he often favors us. You Jianzi, you knew all along. You had me worried sick.
I was afraid you wouldn't be able to keep your mouth shut.
Nonsense. I'm very tight-lipped. However, I still have to keep up the act of being Princess Wana. When will this end?
If you don't want to keep up the pretense, it's very simple. I will now adopt you as my daughter. Do you agree?
Adopt me as your daughter.
10,000 taels as a meeting gift.
I don't have any family left. My father died 10 years ago. A few years ago, my adoptive father also passed away. What am I saying?
My life is tough. You can't defeat me.
I am willing to acknowledge the Prince of Nanjiang as my godfather. Father, please accept my bow.
My dear daughter, quickly, rise and speak. Come. Sand Palm, I have brought 3,000 Imperial Guards to surround this place. You can't escape. The one who can catch me, Sand Palm, hasn't been born yet. Brothers, fight them. I'm sorry, Sand Palm Sect Master. We have orders from above. If you're surrounded, you won't escape. I will silence you. Uncle Liu, you've gone too far.
Eunuch Jiang, I haven't treated you poorly all these years. I just want to ask you one thing. This Li Yuya? What is going on?
As the Empress said, she is indeed the Princess of Nanjiang.
The film was translated and
Your Majesty,
narrated by M Media.
This old servant advises you to stop scheming against Prince Zhao. This fake princess. Becoming Princess Zhao. Do you think His Majesty is unaware? This old servant can only tell you this. Everything Prince Zhao does is at His Majesty's behest.
This Prince Zhao truly has far-reaching influence. He even has the King of Nanjiang and His Majesty acting along with him.
Indeed. Prince Zhao, this young motherless, and always low-key. He has grown up.
Shenger is the crown prince, the heir apparent. Why favor Prince Zhao and neglect us?
Your Majesty, this old servant has whispered in His Majesty's ear many times, but His Majesty has his own mind. I have truly done my best. Farewell.
This opportunistic dog. Now that Prince Zhao is gaining power, he intentionally distances himself from us.
Your Majesty.
Uncle. Why the long face? What happened?
The transfer of the 70,000 taels of disaster relief silver was intercepted by Prince Zhao's me.
What about Sha Jiang?
Sha Jiang was also captured.
Then everything we've done all these years, won't it be...
This Sha Jiang. So incompetent, such a bungler. Uncle, what should we do now?
Brother, you must think of some way.
There is a way. to turn the tables. But I'm afraid the Empress and the Crown Prince won't agree.
Uncle, tell us quickly. As long as I can secure the position of Crown Prince, I'm willing to do anything.
Brother, tell me, do you want to worry me to death?
What's the rush? I have 100,000 troops just outside the city, with a single command.
You mean a coup?
Precisely. Force His Majesty to abdicate, and have CHዔY ascend the throne. Fulfill my long-held ambition.
The
Your
film was
Majesty,
translated
every word this
and
criminal has spoken is
narrated
true.
by Media.
I didn't want to implicate Uncle Liu, but he wanted to silence me. All these years I was just a chess piece by his Cid. Your Majesty, I only ask for a swift death. Stealing the disaster relief silver has cast doubt on my benevolence towards the people. Someone's coming. Quick, hand him over to the Ministry of Justice to await sentencing. Yes. Your Majesty.
Father, I beg your forgiveness, Father.
I've forgiven your past transgressions. Let bygones be bygones, but you must remember, as my imperial daughter-in-law, you are forbidden from associating with bandits and robbing homes.
I will remember, Father.
Father, who does Yuio resemble? She is the very same girl who often visited the palace as a child. General Wu's daughter, Wu Susu.
Susu. You really are Susu.
Your Majesty, please clear my father Wu Jiangqing's name.
My dear child, you've suffered a great injustice. Zhangping, your servant is here. Prepare the decree. Order the commander of the Imperial Guard to arrest Uncle Liu and his factio. Your servant obeys.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, it's terrible. Uncle Liu and the Crown Prince have surrounded the palace with troops. What? The minister demands Your Majesty abdicate in favor of the Crown Prince. Otherwise we'll all perish together. Preposterous.
Father, I anticipated this, that the minister would make a desperate move. So I dispatched Peng Fei to station the southern Garisa, 30 miles south of Longdu City.
You are truly thoughtful. Fit to rule.
But help won't arrive in time.
Your Majesty, the Crown Prince and Uncle Liu are attacking the city gates. I knew it. He was disloyal. But not this quickly. What do we do? What? The Emperor is gone. Your Highness, Uncle Liu, I've searched the entire palace, but found no trace of the Emperor or Prince Zhao.
What? We just entered the palace, and they vanished. Could they have vanished into thin air? Did you find any secret tunnels or exits?
Your Highness, I found nothing. Crown Prince, we should summon the court officials and ascend the throne.
Father, quickly, there's a cave here.
Isn't this the secret palace passage? It hasn't been used in ages. Our Dayu kingdom has known peace for too long. I almost forgot about this. How did you know about this?
Father, when we were young, Prince Zhao and I Ufti played hide and seek here. One time we accidentally stumbled upon this place. My dear, we just kept walking, and we ended up outside the palace.
How could I?
Who told you to be afraid of snakes?
This is truly heaven sent. Go quickly.
What if the Emperor appears?
The retired Emperor has already abdicated. At that time, it won't be up to him. Summon the court officials. Hesitation in times of decisio will surely lead to chaos.
The film was
But
translated
summon the court
and
officials
narrated
without
by
the Imperial
Media.
Seal. How can we convince the masses?
The Imperial Seal is just a broken stone. If the Crown Prince wants it, I can have the craftsmen make a few more.
Uncle, you me. A forged edict.
As long as we have enough power, fake becomes real. I command 100,000 elite soldiers, enough to make all the officials in the world dare not utter a single word of dissent.
This?
Crown Prince, from the moment we besieged the palace, we had no way back.
But father and brother are missing. Brother now controls the military power. Help them escape the palace, and brought troops.
Don't worry, Crown Prince. I've already ordered my personal guards to heavily guard all the city gates. If anyone dares to impersonate the Emperor or Prince Zhao, kill them without mercy.
This? Isn't this too cruel?
Not cruel. How else can one rule the Dayu Empire? Your Highness, you must not be indecisive.
Indeed. That Prince Zhao has repeatedly stolen my thunder, and even dared to covet my position as Crown Prince. And that concubine, I've long wanted to kill her. But father, he's my own father.
Keep your father, and you won't become emperor. This is our only choice now. Crown Prince, please ascend the throne. Ascend the throne.
Fine. Then I'll follow Uncle's advice. Who dares to stop me from ascending the throne? Even if it's my own father. He must die.
Report. Crown Prince. Uncle. Prince Qinyuan's army under Prince Zhao has arrived at the gates of Longdu. What? So fast? Uncle Crown Prince, the Emperor and Prince Zhao, along with Princess Zhao have escaped the palace. They didn't go to the city gates, but to the left wing camp. Quickly order General Zhao Wudi of the left wing to capture and kill them all. Say they impersonated the Emperor, and that Prince Zhao has treacherous ambitions, attempting to seize power in the chaos. Zhao Wudi has ordered all the soldiers in the camp to obey only the Emperor's orders. Yes.
Uncle.
Zhao Wudi. He's my trusted general, the one I personally promoted. At this critical moment, he dares to betray me.
Uncle. What should we do?
Don't panic, Your Highness. Mount Tai collapses before you. Yet your face remains unchanged. Report. Uncle, Your Highness, report. Prince Qin's army outside has breached the east gate. General Han of the right flank has surrendered. Additionally, the Dragon Tiger Battalion, the Azure Wolf Battalion, and 18 other generals have been pacified by proclamation.
What? Only half a day has passed, and our entire investment is gone. Uncle, what do we do now?
My painstakingly assembled army of 100,000. How could it crumble so easily?
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
It's you. You've dragged me down. It's all your fault.
Your Highness.
Uncle, what are you doing?
Please take my head and present it to His Majesty. Tell him this rebellion was all my doing. Say you were forced by me.
You want me to kill you? How can I do that?
I have no children. Your Highness, you are not only the rightful heir, but also my family's bloodline. As long as I can protect you, even death is no sacrifice.
This?
The Liu family was of humble origins. To enter the nobility was a blessing from Heave. Now to preserve our prosperity for generations, I must protect you, Your Highness. Your Highness, don't hesitate. If you want to live, act now. There's no need for such noble sacrifice. General Jan. What do you mean? The Imperial Uncle and the Crown Prince are plotting treason. You should explain yourselves to His Majesty. I've been waiting by your side for a long time, Uncle, under His Majesty's secret decree. You Even you. His Majesty arrives.
Father! It was a moment of folly. I acted so rebelliously. Father!
Your Majesty, it was the Imperial uncle. He urged us, my son and I, to force the abdicatio. It was him. He wanted CHዔNG to ascend the throne early and become his puppet. He wants all the power for himself.
Empress. You.
Brother.
Your Majesty. It's true. It was all my fault. Please forgive me, Your Majesty. Your Majesty the Empress and the Crown Prince. Empress. Crown Prince. You have disappointed me.
Your Majesty, for the sake of our marriage, spare our lives.
Father has always valued benevolence. To kill his wife Anso would be a laughingstock for the world.
But they wanted to usurp the throne.
The film was translated
Treasonous.
and narrated by
Father.
M Media.
Although the Empress Liu and the Crown Prince's actions are indeed hateful, but seeing them pleading so desperately, I think they shouldn't cause any more trouble in the future.
Your Majesty is right. I, Yu Sheng, am nothing. I only know how to eat, drink, and be merry. I am nowhere near as virtuous as Prince Zhao. Father, please spare my worthless life. I'm willing to do anything from now on.
CHዔNG, if you had even a little backbone, it wouldn't have been in Vi that father cultivated you all these years. But look at you. What have you become? Enough. Zhangping. Your servant is here. Draft the decree. Depose the Empress. Demote the Crown Prince to a commoner. Without a summons, they are not allowed to enter the palace. Your servant obeys.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you, Father.
You two leave. Lest you upset His Majesty further.
Mother, let's go.
Uncle Liu. Now let's talk about you. Your Majesty. I have nothing to say. Since I've lost to Your Majesty, please take me to market and execute me by slow slicing. You were once my most trusted minister. You made great contributions to the Dayu Kingdom. But Your Majesty, when have you ever trusted me? Isn't it because you formed cliques for private guy and were blinded by greed? If you still considered me your emperor and knew restraint, why would I have to place so many spies around you? Not to mention anything else. The disaster relief funds were robbed years ago, leaving hundreds of thousands of victims to die. And you forced General Wu to his death. How can you face the trust I placed in you? Your Majesty underestimated Your Majesty's imperial tactics. But although you appointed CHዔNG as Crown Prince, you always favored and showed partiality towards Prince Zhao. This point, can you honestly deny it? I only have 2 sons. I swear to Heave. In my heart, they are both my flesh and blood. Of course I hope they can become dragons among me, capable of great things. But now, CHዔNG is so unruly. Isn't it because of you and the Empress's bad influence? What is right? What is wrong? The winner takes all. To be honest, Your Majesty, before the Empress entered the palace, I held a grudge. What grudge? A grudge against fate. Our Dayu Kingdom is vast and powerful. No talent for governing the country. Is there any opportunity for us commoners? Those aristocratic families want to rise to the top, as easy as reading the back of one's hand. We the common folk want to stand out. It's like going through hell and high water.
You Uncle Liu are so stubborn. His Majesty revived the imperial examination, selecting officials based on merit. Half of the court officials are from humble backgrounds. How has he ever been harsh to commoners?
Shut up. I, the imperial uncle, am reasoning with His Majesty. How dare you speak?
I think you're just being stubborn. Uncle Liu, why don't you look in the mirror right now? Take a look at yourself. What qualifications do you have to reason with His Majesty?
Uncle Liu, you keep saying the world is unfair. But you, although from a humble background, but once you gain power, you rampage across the world, disregarding the law. God doesn't owe you anything. I don't owe you anything. People of Dayu don't owe you anything either. The disaster relief funds were robbed. The dead were all commoners. They don't owe you anything either.
The film was
Your Majesty.
translated and narrated by M Media.
I know my fault. General Jiang, your subordinate is here. Take him to the Ministry of Justice. Yes, Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
Yu Jianzi, you're doing well. Now you're the crown prince, the future emperor.
As the crown prince, my responsibilities are even greater. I dare not slack off more than before. Right? Father has issued a decree to exonerate General Wu. This justice came 12 years too late.
Although it's so late, it finally arrived.
Today, I'll take you hunting. Take it.
This slingshot. You still kept it.
Your things. How could I throw them away?
But now, there's no time for hunting. Impersonating the princess is also successfully completed. Dangdang Village, Mount Bonus. There's still a lot to deal with. I'm leaving.
You don't want to be a proper princess, but insist on being a bandit.
I like freedom.
All right. Then I will catch you the bandit today.
What are you doing?
Don't argue.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty. There's a secret report. Why are you panicking? Speak. Zurong Kingdom sent an envoy to propose marriage to Nanjiang Kingdom. The king of Nanjiang Kingdom wants to marry the real Princess Waner to the crown prince of Zurong Kingdom. Zurong Kingdom and Nanjiang Kingdom are going to form an alliance. What?